off his younger brother. Uh, I forget his name.
Dylan.
Dylan, that's right. He was supposed to go through the portal and end up safe on the other side in Krakoa, but he is lost somewhere. Cyclops and who else? Let's see. Cyclops, the Thing, Captain America, and some others have been nulled, turned into null agents. Uh, so yeah, we're having a pretty good time. Oh no, Eddie was thrown from the Empire State Building and somehow survived. That's
Well, he's
another
clinging
one.
to his life right now.
Yeah. So,
Shit. Still impressive.
and I think we figured out that Null wasn't after Eddie, he was after Dylan. So now the chase is on to find Dylan. Hector went ahead and tried to call uh, Professor X. He wasn't responding. So that probably means that they're hiding. They're either dead or in hiding.
Yeah, you also managed to stop Gambit and Beast that had
Yes.
been nullified,
Hmm.
and in the process, kind of created anti venom.
Uh, oh my goodness. Nanophage was the one that did that. So
Yeah, we can
props
see the
to
ultimate
prop.
fantastic, the last role in the chat.
So props definitely to Nanophage. Wow.
Hey, yeah, so where we left off last time, I think that you guys had just beaten them. Oh, sorry, I think my the, uh, sorry, I think the volume on the mic is a little bit loud. Anyway, yeah.
No,
So
well control. But Garrett.
last time you guys had you'd beaten Gambit. I think you knocked him out, and you managed to get the anti venom onto Beast, which I believe you were also collecting samples of symbiotes, which you successfully did. But as that group is now heading back to the Baxter building, we're going to go find out what happened to the other mutants. As yeah, Danny, I wasn't sure that you were going to be here tonight, so for Rochfeld and for Danny, who do you guys want to play? You can either wait for. Sorry, having extra players has now confused me. But does anyone want to play Magic?
Ooh.
Sure, I can take magic.
Okay, and give me a sec. Okay, so we are going to cut over to back where the Morlock tunnels were. A couple of I don't know, not even hours, just like minutes before the rest of you arrived and fought with Gambit and Beast. We're going to see that all kinds of chaos had broken out there, and Dylan had some kind of a seizure as the group was attacked by symbiotes. A lot of the Morlocks that were trying to escape, a lot of the humans, unfortunately got nullified as well. And Professor X will be in contact with you, Briar, as
Hmm.
as all hell broke loose, you guys tried to get everyone you could to Krakoa, but as soon as it became evident that symbiotes were going to get through that portal, magic switched the portal, and as we join you now, Magic, Dylan, and Briar, you are the only three that have made it through the portal, and you are spilling out into what looks like a jungle. But you are being chased by several symbiotes that are just all kind of clawing right on your heels. And you hear Professor X's voice in your head, Briar, just saying, "Protect the boy. That's who they're after."
He'll get Professor X will get like an affirmative from Briar, and he'll just like a quick to Magic, like, we gotta protect Dylan. They're after Dylan, and he's gonna pull out his pistol and start shooting.
Okay, well, we can actually roll for initiative right off the bat.
Well, that's about right. Oh, this is Starflare. What the heck? Wrong sheet. Yeah.
I think it's still the correct roll. Oh wait, Briar maybe not.
What do we roll? Is that vigilance?
Yes. He's the
Okay, so then
vigilance.
let me delete. It's not. Oh no, wait, that would have been the right one. Let's see.
I can't see anything.
I'll try and fix that. Probably because you don't have a token, but doesn't really matter for now.
Oh, there's a dinosaur. Lovely.
That's fine.
But yeah, we'll get to the rest of you for now. As we kick things off, Magic, you've just managed to get this portal open to the Savage Lands, and as we spill through to the other side, oh wait, were there any Fantastics there? No. No. So then, Magic, you've just gotten to the portal. They are spilling through. You are currently concentrating on that portal. But what are you going to do?
Well, stop concentrating on the portal since we do not want more.
Yeah, as you drop the portal, it is going to slice those two in half as they kind of drop to the ground, but you see that their legs are starting to reform themselves immediately. But you can actually make an ego attack against them. Just a free one. Yeah, that'll hit. They'll take half damage. Just roll your damage there. Ooh, nice. Okay, then we continue with your turn.
Oh well. But they don't like fire. I see something funny. Flames of what's called Faltine?
Oh yeah, magic fire. Can you send it in the chat though? We haven't seen that much.
Yeah,
so
like
fast in the-
yeah, I have not seen it before. I looked at the stat block and I'm like, what is this?
Yeah, I think it's basically burning hands. Oh, just one target. Okay.
Yeah, oh well. That's fine.
So which one are you targeting?
Just the one. Let's see, just the one in the side. This one.
Okay, yeah, you do immediately, as you kind of engulf this thing in magic fire, you realize that it is not as susceptible as previous symbiotes than you may have thought. Fire is not this one's anathema.
Oh well,
But it
that's
hurts.
just a shame. Oh well, I think that's it.
Okay, then yeah, Dylan you can see is kind of confused, but is just running sort of on your orders. So he is actually going to delay his turn until someone tells him what to do. But the symbiotes are going to be that. Oh, I suppose the portal's closed now, so they can't. This is going to be all of them, but two of them are going for magic. Two of them are going for Briar. Okay, so vicious attack from these two against magic.
Ooh.
I think the first one.
Yeah, the first one misses, but then the second one is going to be a hit. Do you want to use a reaction? Might have blink or something. Oh, she's got Shield of Seraphim.
Where the fuck is that ability? Oh, I see. Oh yeah,
It's
that's
basically like elemental protection. Yeah, she's got a weird power set actually. That's
and like she has like the ultimate solution to a problem.
I mean, if that's how you want to try and solve this problem. But yeah, for now, is she doing anything to get out of the way of that? She's doing Shield of the Seraphim.
Yeah.
Okay, then that is only 19 points of damage. It doesn't break through it. So yeah, magic just blocking these attacks as another one comes flying in towards Briar. Also
Oh
for a
no.
vicious attack.
Yeah, that hits. Do I have anything? I do. I have sturdy 1.
Hmm.
Okay, and then the other one is an unbonded one, which is just going to grab onto you. It's not actually biting down. It's just trying to attach itself to you.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh, okay. So he's got you grabbed. I'm just gonna put the token slightly on top of him.
Oh no.
So we go to Briar's turn now as these symbiote tendrils just reach up and start grabbing a hold of you as the other one's biting on your leg. And Dylan is behind you, unsure of what to do. If you tell him what to do, he'll be able to do this on your turn.
Okay. What do I want him to do? Just keep running. Keep running. And
which way?
get to the top. Get to this tree here. We're
Okay,
just gonna
he is
take it
going
one.
to.
Oh
He'll
wow!
dash over there. Yeah.
There's a dinosaur. That's lovely.
Okay, so yeah, you see Dylan just break off towards that tree and then go hide behind the tree. But as he peers around, he also sees the dinosaur and stops right there.
All right. Well, and let's shoot the one that's closest to me.
You can use a reaction to try and escape from a grapple, as a reminder.
I don't have any strength. That's the problem. What's the target number?
This thing actually has the same melee defense as you.
Oh, okay. Well, let's roll it then and see what happens. That's about right. That's what you
Oh.
get for being a noodly arm. Yeah.
Okay, so that's just a reaction, but it's like you're just covered in this symbiote webbing.
Yeah. Let's start shoot.
That is gonna hit the one that's grabbing you, at least.
The one. Yep. Nice. Okay.
Okay, yeah, you kind of blast a hole in its head, but you immediately see it starting to reform.
Mm.
There's too much of this goo on you still, but it definitely hurt it. And you've still got your movement. This thing is light enough to carry, so if you want to keep running, it's
Yeah. He's. Oh, whoops. Yep. He is going to. What do we have? 30. He runs 5. What did I run so far?
that's 25. That's
Okay.
everyone's slightly slower than D&D characters.
So then one more. A Briar needs to get to the gym when the world isn't in danger. I think that's it.
Okay, then at the top of the round, before we go back to magic, as you and Dylan kind of reach the tree there, you're going to notice that up in the sky you see this sphere of like electromagnetic energy as a this electromagnetic bubble comes floating down towards you, and you see Magneto, who is flanked by on one side a a mutant that is you may actually I'm trying to remember now if you guys have encountered him before. I know you did in one of these, but you are going to see Pyro as. Hold on, let me reveal this here.
Ooh, Pyro. Yay.
And we see a rather stranded mutant whose hit points would have recovered by now. As we see Static Scale, after being
Hey.
left behind here, the last you saw of Vision, he flew off to try and get back to New York, but then symbiote dragons arrived, and you have been taken in by the rest of the mutants that you were basically the only other people you could find here. And it seems Xavier may have gotten a message to Magneto as you are here to save the day. So for Rochfeld, would you like to play Magneto or Pyro in this scenario?
Uh,
Unless Danny wants to switch, it sounded like you like Pyro.
No,
Someone else.
I'm like, I like him because of his what's called X-Men Evolution. Pyro, not the like as a superhero, super villain.
I think I'll stick with. Okay, no, let's see Magneto. Let's see. I don't think I played. It's been a while since I played someone that high rank.
Yeah, you'll pick it up pretty quickly. It's basically just elemental protection. I mean, elemental control powers. yeah, his sheet might be a little bit older, so just double check. Things may have roles that weren't set up, but I think everything should work. So yeah, you guys can roll for initiative as well. Oh, fantastic success from Static. Okay, so because you guys just arrived, I'm going to say Static, you get the bonus round as you're making your entrance, as you float down in Magneto's elemental sphere. What, what is Static going to do? As also bear in mind, if you want Magneto to throw you or something, we can assume that he's got you held in this moment because he's kind of carrying everyone through the air. I don't know if he actually has group flight, but we'll say it's elemental sphere that he's using.
He doesn't have group flight. Stick with the sphere.
So Static, you might be muted.
Very, very muted. Guess. Okay. Also, I don't seem to have control over my token.
That's odd. You're definitely on the right tool. Yeah, you've still got ownership. Should still work.
Token controls. Select token. Oh, it's not my turn. That's why it's mad at me.
Ah, okay, yeah, that would be okay. We'll go to you temporarily there.
Thank you. And I'm gonna leap out at them. Okay, so 25 feet. This is the same 1-to-1 ratio.
Yeah, 5 foot is one space. Sorry, I thought I'd set this
5.
map up properly, but yeah,
5
you've got 25 is 5 spaces.
Okay, hold on. So that's 18 times 5. 90. Okay, good. Okay, so I'm gonna run up here and zap. This one. I'm gonna use my electric blast.
Sorry, which one? The one that's on Briar.
Oh,
Oh, no,
wow, there's one on. Oh, wow, there's one on Briar.
Yeah,
No.
you said the unbonded one. Maybe the unbonded
I
one is
thought.
the one on Briar here.
Okay.
It may not have updated on your sheet if you're seeing it up next to Magic. Well, there is one next to Magic.
No, I thought this was. I thought this one was the unbonded one. Mistakes were made. Element of burst.
Okay, again, sorry, at which one?
The Sleepy Symbiote host.
Okay.
15?
That's
You
gonna
can
be a
probably dodge it.
miss. Anything? Well, Briar, you are close enough to give
Oh,
help
yeah.
action if you want.
Definitely. As he's like fighting with this other symbiote thing, yeah, he'll give him the help action. We'll say like a gunshot rings out, kind of helps redirect the electricity. Hey,
Yeah, that's a hit.
that's gonna be a good one. All right.
Oh wow! I just realized
And-
Static is now rank 4. I don't know when that happened.
Congratulations.
Well,
Thank you.
it is definitely paying off as the lightning does hit their anathema. Electricity, lightning, same diff. But as you just start like disintegrating this symbiote, it doesn't even know what hit it. You see it sort of screeching, and the other ones look to it, and then you distract some of them away from magic as they now notice you are maybe a bigger threat. But
Oh no.
as that happens, we're going to go back to magic at the start of the round. Okay, are you? I mean, feel free to roleplay between that, as you've just made a hell of an entrance.
I'm good.
We are here to just making sure to save the child, right?
Oh well. Yeah.
I guess Magneto knows why we're here. I'm just making sure as a player I know why I'm here.
Yeah, you
No.
would be here because Charles told you that the Krakoa can't be. Yeah, they're basically trying to protect Krakoa, so they sent the mutants here instead, and you've come to help the mutants. But they seem to have brought this child with you. The child is kind of an unknown thing at this point. Oh, and I forgot to roll for the T-Rex. I'll add him to the initiative.
Yeah, T-Rex. Holy, he's pretty good.
Yeah.
He's okay. So he also got a bonus action. We'll say that's why Magneto and them didn't fly all the way in, is because he sees that and starts running towards them. That Static jumped right over his head. So we go to magic at the top of the round.
Oh well. Let's see. Seems there's another unbounded. That could be a problem. Time to use another trigger first. The Crimson Band of Siltherac. Give me that. Oh.
Well, he's definitely restrained. Is it restrained or paralyzed?
Let's see. If the attack is they are paralyzed, they are. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, these mini portals open that start stretching this symbiote in two different directions back into itself. It's held there in place.
Let's bring it closer to the. Yeah. To the lightning.
Okay, then on the T-Rex's turn, he's going to lunge at Magneto and bite down on that elemental sphere, try to break it.
Well, that's not very nice.
Mm,
So I believe it's attacking my ego. Yeah.
Yeah, this is against your ego defense, and I believe he has to
It
beat
will
20
miss.
points of damage to break through.
It needs to be a 19 to hit.
Oh, nice. Okay. Damn.
I'll use a reaction after that and use keep moving. Oh, never mind. No one here is neither stunned or demoralized. Never mind. Going to make this just means you can move as a reaction. Never mind.
Okay, so yeah, the T-Rex kind of comes from underneath and bites down on that sphere, but you are just easily holding its jaws open here as we go back to static. You might be muted again.
Yeah.
I thought I wasn't. I was so confident that I was.
Consider switching to push to talk, maybe, rather than disputing.
Yeah, so I'm gonna run in there. I'm gonna like slam my hands into the ground, and the entire earth around me is gonna just electrify with my venom burst.
Cool. Is that
16?
against melee defense?
Yes.
And yeah, I mean, either way, that hits all of them.
Cool.
I think it hits all of them. Is it an area of effect thing?
It's an area of effect, and it's in 5. It has a range of 5.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that hits all of them. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's like Miles Morales's like special move in Spidey 2.
Yep.
And in the Morales itself game.
Yeah, I mean, that's his power. That's all the Venom stuff. Okay, so knocked prone is on a normal success too. That's cool. And just for simplicity's sake, I'm just dealing double damage for now for the anathema.
Okay. What is it supposed to be though?
It's meant to be ×3, but you've got a ×4, and that's close enough.
That's good. Yeah. Good.
Okay, so you destroy the one that Magic was holding. The one right next to you is like burnt to a crisp, but is still technically, there's just like a tiny little, like a Looney Tunes matchstick of a symbiote left. And then the others are hurt but not destroyed. They are still coming at you. The one on the other side, though, that you hit on the way in is down.
Okay.
Okay,
Well,
very nice. Is that your turn?
wait. I'm gonna go over here though. I'm gonna go over here. I don't think it's best. This doesn't seem like a good place to stand.
Fair enough. Okay.
That's my turn.
Then, as we go to Dylan's turn, he's going to see that Briar is approaching, that there's a T-Rex on the other side, which he instinctively backs away from. But then, as he turns around, he sees that Briar has this symbiote on him, and he just lifts a hand and he says, "No, get off of him!" As he does that, the symbiote that is on you, Briar, disintegrates.
Oh wow.
As yeah, you and him both look equally confused as to what he just did. But we go to the rest of the symbiotes as they keep chasing in, and some of them are going to go for static. Let's see, how many are there? 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait, one of those is dead. Okay, so 3 are going for static, 2 for magic, 1 for Briar. Okay, and then because these are all the same creature, I'm just going to roll 3 times and we can multiply the result. Actually, no. Why am I doing that? Never mind. Okay, first 3 against static. That's
one's
a
gonna
15 to
miss.
bite.
Yep.
And then the next one is going to try and web you up and try and grab you with tendrils. Oh,
That's a miss.
okay. So on a fantastic failure, instead it webs the other one in the face, and as you just dodge out of the way, and you are not affected. But the one that is like near death is is blinded now. And then the 2 that were going for magic, they're going to do a web casting first on the first one, and then a vicious attack from the other. Does a 14 hit your agility defense?
Yep, and I know what webcasting does, so I'm gonna spend a karma to give it what's called trouble.
Okay. I think you've still got your Shield of Seraphim up as well. I don't know how
Okay.
technically that would work. Well, let's just do the trouble. Oh, no. Oh, another marvel. Still a 14.
Oh well. Nothing I can do there.
Okay, so yeah, we'll say that it's technically grabbing the shield. So you could in theory drop the shield to break the grab, but it is like currently completely enveloping you with the grab, giving the other one a chance to do a vicious attack. And that 13, I think, is going to be a hit.
That is a hit, yes.
But not enough to go through the protection. So you're kind of holding them both off there.
Yes, that shield is good.
And then the last one is going to try and bite Briar.
Oh boy. Let's see.
Oh, another
Yeah.
15.
Oh, no token select.
Briar, I will also remind you that you have lightning actions. Just remember, you've got some cool stuff you can do with your reactions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although not that much physical stuff, I guess. It's
No.
not really a
No.
specialty.
Yeah. So
Fair enough.
yeah, I kind of don't want to break it just because, like, I could do like, I could like shoot as a reaction. I don't want that. Doesn't. I did it mostly for like the mental action because it takes so long.
Yeah, that makes total sense. We are going to go then to Pyro as he and Magneto are kind of flying down. He's going to just blast a flamethrower right into that dinosaur's mouth. And he's going to spend 14 points of focus. Okay. So yeah, Pyro is burning the T-Rex, but then we go back to Briar. And did we miss Magneto? Oh, he was at the top of the round. That's fine. He was flying in. how that happened though.
I think for his lightning action, I think he's gonna just get a telepathic network up and running. Like, okay, we can. You're all connected.
That will work with everyone except Magneto.
Can I not see? Oh, group of willing. Okay.
No, Magneto's helmet
Oh, that's
protects him.
right. I totally
But
forgot
also,
about
I
it.
will say the mechanics of the game, the newer version of Magneto, they thought about this. But in the original sheet, which you have there, he just has DR4. I mean, like Uncanny 4.
Yeah.
It doesn't actually say anything about anti-telepathy, but they did later add an anti-telepathy helmet, which is obviously what he has. So yeah, you can't telepathically link with Magneto, but anyone else here easily.
Okay, perfect. Let's see. He's going to totally forgot that Magneto had the helmet. He's gonna yell out to Magneto, "The child can control the symbiote somehow," and he's gonna let just start shooting at this lonely symbiote host. Hey, here we go.
Oh,
Fantastic.
headshot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that takes it down. What does this finishing move look like?
I think he's the revolver. He has a revolver. The revolver is out. He's yelling to Magneto. As soon as he finishes, he fires it. Fires the shot. He's still looking at Magneto as he lets the shot ring out, and it just I guess it hits his head. It was a fatal wound. Briar, I don't I forgot to put the hero tag on him. So
Yeah, technically
uh,
it's only knocked out, so you wouldn't have to worry about that yet. But it is
okay,
down, and the symbiote is not responsive right now.
nice. Yeah, that's him.
Okay, then as we go to Magneto, we missed your turn last turn, but we'll say you just moved you used your movement action and a reaction from that turn. So basically, you get a second action on this round.
I'll start floating. Let's start with an elemental grab against the T-Rex.
So where do you think you're
Wow.
sourcing the metal to grab this thing? Because I mean, you can just you can get metal from anywhere, but obviously you are in a jungle, so maybe you've got something cool.
Well, the sphere that protected me, I just break it. I break parts of it to grab him.
Okay. Yeah, I picture his sphere as just like like a magnetic field, but then when he's doing grabs and stuff, that it's more metal. But I suppose it could go either way. But that is definitely a success.
And then I'll use elemental suffocation on him. Total, and I roll. I wanted to push it away at first, but then I realized I'm a villain, so I don't have to play nice. 19 against his resilience for 39 damage against the T-Rex, and I believe I have an additional action. Which means I
You do
can
indeed.
how much focus can we spend in a turn? It's 5 times our
You can
rank.
spend as much focus in a turn as you want, but it's per like at once
Oh,
you can
okay.
spend a maximum of 30 because you're rank 6 as Magneto.
Got it. Then I'll elemental suffocate him again. The metal is squeezing around his neck.
Yeah, maybe we'll say there's even like some wreckage from like old shield jets that have crashed in these jungles and stuff that just you start bringing up out of the muck just to attach to this thing and keep crushing it under more and more metal and all of this rust
Random
just kind of
Hydra
touching it.
equipment.
Yeah,
Another 19.
everything that
bit worth
Magneto's
it.
been destroying for a while.
49 this time.
Okay, yeah, this dinosaur is roaring out in pain.
And that's Magneto's turn. Yeah. Can I fly? Let me just check. Oh, a lot. I can fly a lot. I'll move a bit closer for Pyro to hit, and that will be my turn.
Okay, then back to magic as Magneto arrives. Ooh, wait. Is Magneto Magic's dad?
I don't
Yes.
think so. No.
No, I'm
It
actually.
depends.
Uh,
It depends
who
on the
is
universe.
who is Colossus' dad?
Yeah, I mean Colossus and Magic are definitely siblings, but I feel I don't know. We'll have to check the law. But
I don't
either way,
think he is.
Oh my god, it's even wilder. Magic, Ilvana Rasputin is the father of Nikolai Rasputin.
They're
And
just
if
random Soviet people.
And if I'm correct, does that mean I think then she's the daughter of the Tsarina?
I don't think it's the same Rasputin.
There's only one Rasputin.
yeah, there's one of Magneto's kids is like it's either Magic or Scarlet Witch, but
It's Scarlet Witch.
Scarlet Witch.
And Quicksilver.
oh yeah.
Holy
I
shit!
mixed up Magic and Colossus with Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver.
I was right. It was the Tsarina. Holy shit!
Oh, that's
Well, she's
interesting.
got two. You're currently holding back these two symbiotes that are climbing all onto the shield, which I suppose is probably just your soul sword. But what are you going to be doing?
Well, let's see what we gonna do. Let's see. Which one was the one that had the whipping?
The nervous one, the shocked one was the one trying to bite you.
Oh well, it's time to kill that one. So let's drop the shield and then let's try this. What the fuck is this? Bolt of Baltac. Look at that. That must be a crit because it's all 5/5/5.
Almost.
Not in this system, but you've got an edge.
Oh well, it's enough.
Okay. Yeah, that definitely hits. So yeah, you slash out the sword and just leave this dimensional ripple that cuts right through it, and that is going to take that one down.
Oh yeah, maybe not
Whoops.
damage myself. Yeah.
Yeah. Cut your own leg off. It's the problem with swinging a lightsaber around, you know.
Oh well, that's fine. Why did you switch? This place us here. Oh, wait. Ow. There, yeah. That seems safe.
Okay. Then the T-Rex is going to keep trying to, well, he's going to try and escape the metal first with a reaction. Oh, and I think that just misses again.
If it's against the ego, then yeah, make sure.
Then he'll use his main action to try and escape as well.
Oh, it's
Oh, wait.
number 20. It's a set
Escaping is
number.
meant to be non-combat because then it takes mighty into account. I don't know if we've been doing that the whole game, so I won't do that for now, but that is how we're going to start doing it. The Fantastic Failure, he's thrashing around and just you can see that he's almost hurting himself. But if this T-Rex gets knocked out and one of those symbiotes manages to get onto it, it could be bad for everyone. We go to Static, though, who seems more in danger of being attacked by a symbiote right now.
What am I gonna do? Well, it was good last time, so Venom Burst. Oh, 23 to hit.
Yeah, I mean, these things are going to be obliterated. But actually, you've got 5 spaces. I think you're going to hit the one that was also just next to Magic as well. Yeah.
It's nice soft jungle ground, a lot of water in it.
Yeah, exactly. Just electrify all the moisture in the ground as this entire place turns into an electric trap. Yeah, that's going to kill them all. Oh, what does this look like as I deal all the damage?
Oh, he just dodges left, right, and then he just charges like his hands, and then moment you put it in the ground, it's just like this, like a snap of lightning, and then they just all fall over.
Okay, yeah. I was just checking that is definitely enough to put a permanent stop to all of them, as you just see the sort of bodies of these unconscious civilians now lying. One or two of them may even be mutants, some of the Morlocks that were trying to escape, but the symbiotes are dead.
Oh my goodness. Okay, good. You know,
That is basically going to bring us out of combat because that T-Rex is not going anywhere.
I'm not sure. Can I throw him with my ego stat?
You can use discipline like it was mighty, and I believe he's technically huge. Oh no, not even. Oh yeah, grow 1 permanently, so he's huge, which means you can throw him 320 spaces.
Yeah, I'll try to do that.
Okay, so we
Throw
just
him
see
away
like
from here.
Team Rocket style, this T-Rex just gets flung up towards the nearby volcano, and we are out of combat.
yeah, heroic is nearly free, and yet so few of us ever take it.
Yeah, I went ahead. It's not gonna count now, but I went ahead and put it on his sheet just because that should have been something on his sheet, but I totally forgot. But
Who
yeah.
needs heroic?
To be fair, this is
The
probably
heroes.
Briar's first chance to actually like prove that he's a hero
Mhm.
now. Like he's changed his ways.
He's gonna go check
that-
on Dylan and see how if he's all right.
Yeah, you see him looking down at his hands, and he just seems confused as to what happened.
We gotta Briar. We're kind of like look at him, just like we gotta figure out how that worked. You could be the key to change that changes everything. Now I know why they're after you. And we gotta keep you safe, and you gotta stay safe. Spidey had he had an inkling. It was a good intuitive thought.
I just want to find out what happened to Eddie. Where I told you I could help. No one ever listens.
Yeah, Magneto will, I guess, use the metal and just gather up the symbiotes and say, well, we can't send you out there immediately, not know what you're capable of, but perhaps we can figure out what you're capable of. Go on, let's get out of here. We can use the symbiotes to train. Well, you can use the symbiotes to train.
That's a good idea. Let's get out of here. Where do we want to go?
Well, Magneto has his citadel here in the Savage Lands, but you do know at this point, well, I suppose you wouldn't, but Static would actually have comms with Nanophage, unlike everyone else here. And it seems like Briar, the reason that Xavier wasn't responding to Starflare was because he was talking to you. So you've still got a connection
Wow.
with the mutants.
Would would our comms work at this distance?
With Nanophage, yes, with his comms. So you would be able to communicate with 12th Street because he's got some weird alien nanotech. He's not like connecting to a satellite,
That's
but
good.
everything else is dead. The telepathy would still work though.
Very well.
Hmm.
And okay, do I recognize any of the humans and or mutants?
No, no named characters. You can just assume that these are some of them are clearly mutants, but like
And the other
you can
and the
tell that
other
they're Morlocks.
and the
Sorry,
other
say
ones
again.
are gonna be and the other ones are gonna be lying to Magneto.
Yeah, everyone's going to be claiming to be a mutant, but they're all unconscious at the moment. But you can also tell that if they are mutants, they probably don't have combat abilities. They're just the unlucky sods that got like, oh, my skin is Nickelodeon goo for some reason.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Magic, can you open a portal for us to back to the Citadel?
Let me just check how the power actually works because holy shit. That's a good question because if magic has been at the Citadel, that's one of the requirements to open a portal.
Oh, well, we can walk. That if we can walk.
Yeah, I'd say that she either has been there, she's probably fought against Magneto there. Like the X-Men have definitely um, been around these parts before. So yeah, technically, I think you would have to open the portal twice based on the mechanics. But for now, we'll just say a dimensional portal you can open within the same dimension. Maybe that is a mechanic.
Good question. I haven't looked that much into like this power set.
Yeah, I thought it worked the same as the magic, like the sorcerer version. But yeah, we'll say you can open it because that's how magic's power works. You may have to go through limbo, but you'll get to the other side.
That's fine. Well, just takes the sword and start cutting like a portal to that basically leads to the citadel.
Okay. Sorry, I was trying to find. I thought I had the map, but we'll just go to the Savage Land map. Oh, actually, yeah. What are you guys going to do as you head back to the Citadel? I'll figure out maps as we go. But is everyone just heading back there just as like a place to take shelter for now, or are you contacting anyone? What are you guys going to do?
I wouldn't mind finding a way back to New York, if that is possible.
Well, we could go back to New York. We don't have to go back to the Citadel. I don't know what. I am at a loss as to what to do for right now. The only thing I can think of that Briar would want to do is like let the people in New York know that Dylan is safe and he's the key. um, but other than that, I don't know what to do.
How telepathic are symbiotes?
They
I
have
guess
a
they,
hive mind.
yeah.
So they know where he is.
Mm,
Yeah, Dylan would say he'd say he's looking for me, but I don't think he can see. He keeps talking to me, but I won't let him in. And you can see that like Dylan is straining. Like there is clearly a lot going on in his head.
Oh man, this would have been a perfect time for that ability. What's it called?
You
I think it was
think a
called
helmet?
like, yeah.
You think a helmet that blocks out telepathy might help?
n-
I'm gonna stand behind Magic now.
What's it called? Mental shelter. Dang it! If I had mental shelter, I could. I don't.
Like,
Would would Magneto's helmet help against Null's influence?
You know, it would work against telepathy, definitely, but you can make a logic check to try and figure out how symbiotes work, because I don't think anyone would really have that much understanding of them, at least in this group.
Wow, that's and I don't have any karma. That's great. That's
Yeah,
great.
but the 12, you're like, well, I know who would know is probably all the people in New York, like
Yeah.
Tony Stark, Mr. Fantastic, or maybe even Professor X might know something, but that seems like a science problem.
Is there anything I can do to help strengthen Dylan against Null? I don't know if I have any. I can hide him. Ooh, could I cloak him and hide him from Null's influence?
Maybe you could, back him up and he
And then?
telepathic mindscape. Telepathic mindscape? I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's the
Teamwork.
that's the mental shelter that I am gonna pick up. But yeah,
Teamwork.
Yeah, so mental shelter, I believe, lets you share your damage reduction with him. So that would actually have a similar effect to putting on the helmet. But you could connect to his mind and also just see what's going on in there. Like you could join him in his mindscape. If
yeah, I think I'll do that. Yeah, because I set up the network quickly, but now I'm just gonna focus on Dylan and see what exactly is going on in there.
okay, so do you have mind reading or something like that? Is there
I
a
have
mechanic for
mind
that?
reading, got telepathic link, telepathic network. Yeah, I can a couple different things.
How would you like to approach it?
I think telepathic network is like everybody. Telepathic link. Uh, telepathic link is I think is the correct call. Delete these other ones.
Okay. Yeah, so then I'll say you can make a logic check here to try and dig a little bit deeper. Oh, no, mind reading is the thing that,
Oh, is it? Okay.
yeah, if you're trying to
Alright.
if you're trying to see what Null is kind of saying, then yes. But if you're trying to do something just in Dylan's immediate mind, your telepathic link, like you're in there.
Alright, let's go ahead and let's just delete everything. Okay, let's do mind reading. 15?
Okay, yeah, with the 15, you do start to hear Null's voice as you step into Dylan's mind, and you can see that Dylan is just kind of kneeling on the ground in this dark space. I will actually. Oh wait, I've got a perfect comic panel for this. Hold on.
And let me just take 5 folks.
So yeah, you step into this space where you just see the walls around you. It's like you're standing in some kind of a graveyard or something, but there is this bluish mist that is rolling across the ground and the walls of teeth and eyes that are just uh, kind of amassing all around Dylan as you hear Null's voice just saying, Dylan, wake up, child. Dylan, it is time. Dylan, do not be afraid. It is time. And you see the figure of Null stepping out from this wall of teeth.
Hmm.
I found the panel. Hold on. Yeah, just check the Discord. That is where you were standing with Dylan.
Wow. Can I do anything in this space? Like, if I did like a telepathic attack against the
You
symbiotes or no?
you can
Would that?
do basically anything in here, and it would be telepathic blast. But you
Okay.
are in the mindscape. You are kind of bringing your mind and imagination into this space as well. So all of your telepathic powers, like if you imagine, have you been watching the animated X-Men series? Like when,
I haven't. What did they do?
well, I mean, you've probably seen Professor X fighting someone in their mind, and like they're having a conversation in one of their memories or something like that.
Okay.
It's that kind of thing where you can essentially start a telepathic duel with Null here.
Ooh, that's not. That doesn't sound good. He was able to take out Celestials, but let's do it. So uh, Briar will like come into the scene, just kind of like I guess floating down in this darkness. There's like he's like bringing the light with him, and he's like, Dylan, this is your mind. You can do whatever it is you want. You don't have to listen to Null, and Null is not supposed to be here. And with that, he's going to like extend his hands outward, and you're gonna see these thorns and briars start to like envelop like Null and the symbiotes and all of that, and try to like start it suffocate.
Okay, awesome. You can essentially, there is a thing, there's a mechanic for hive mind.
Mm.
So you can make a telepathic attack, but it is going to be against against Null's ego defense.
Oof. Okay. Let's see it. Maybe.
Okay, yeah, you can roll your damage there as well. Okay, so yeah, those briars come in and start like pulling these symbiotes back as you see Null noticing you, and
Mm.
you just see this sickening kind of grin spread across his face, and he says, "Oh, I'm in no rush." And he will step back into this wall of symbiotes as you're kind of pulling it back, but you can tell you've kind of you've pushed Dylan's mind to push him out, but it's not going to hold. Like there's, as you said, the mental shelter, you might be able to actually put up some lasting protections here, but for
Hmm.
now you've just managed to stop Dylan from becoming like possessed by Null.
Nice. All
As
right.
you see he kind of turns to look at you as well, and there are these spirals in his eyes that begin to fade as the symbiotes sort of retract.
I think with that we'll uh I think like before we as we're beginning to like disconnect from the mental plane, he's just gonna say, "You got this, Dylan. I believe in you." And I guess then we're back to like real time, real space.
Yeah, and for the rest of you, you would have seen those spirals in Dylan's eyes for a moment as well, just as they were having this interaction. But you see it fade, and Briar kind of pull back his powers. What's
All
everyone else
right.
doing? Carry on.
Just one more thing, real quick. Just okay, guys. Look, Null is trying to get to Dylan. We need to figure out something. Not sure what to do, but I don't think I don't know how much longer we can hold out. Just let the team know like, hey, we need to we need to think of something.
You guys have several methods of contacting the rest of the team. Um, And I will say, if you're going to Magneto's Citadel first, which we can assume that's where you've gone, it's not that far away from where you arrived. But as we're rejoining you, it's like they were having that telepathic interaction as you were moving. And now we find you in Magneto Citadel, where you can see he's got like a full-on base of operations here. It looks kind of like a refugee camp on the inside, but it is got these massive metal walls around the outside. And he brings you into the center where uh, there are screens and things in here that he would be able to use to communicate. So if you wanted to contact like the Baxter Building or basically use any of the comms you already have, you might be able to do that from here. But again, no satellites, so you're limited to either telepathy or basically nanophages tech.
Uh, I can do telepathy. I can. Guess I'll start with Professor X. Or no, who's in New York?
That you have met.
Also, you left a bunch of people behind. Like the last you saw, there was quite a lot of chaos. Some people may have gotten to Krakoa, some people maybe didn't. Some people were being attacked, like you saw Gambit and Beast being attacked, and Iceman may have been the only one to make it to Krakoa from the group that we saw. You definitely saw Cyclops go down. He got mauled by symbiotes.
Wow. Hmm.
But also, Static, you would know about everyone else that went through the portal with the dragon. So, like, um, Wolverine and Sabretooth were on that ride.
Yeah. I know Wolverine and Sabretooth are still there. Should be in New York somewhere.
Uh,
DM, can I, from this point, play as Pyro instead? It just feels like Magneto is too much of a main guy for me to play him.
Okay, that's cool. You can definitely do that. Yeah, that this always happens. We should actually have a rule that it's like in combat you can control the extra characters, because yeah, often it is like, damn, they were going to give all the exposition and now, now it's a player. But yeah, that's fine. You can switch to Pyro instead. But also, we might be contacting one of your characters now. So
Yeah.
let's see.
Does magic have a way to contact people? On the off chance you can contact Devil's Advocate. I don't know, some dimension hopping thing. I don't know how it works.
Pretty sure she
I'm
could
sure.
dimension hop to it. Else she could just be like, wait a second. Oh no, he got fucked by that guy. Else it was just like, just bring like someone like Sentinel from another time. Just remembered what happened to him.
Yeah, Sentinel's
Oh
not
yeah.
going to be helping much.
So I'm gonna put out this little little network of just nanobots, put them in my ear and go and contact Nanophage. I can do that.
Yeah, you can do that. That is, you've got those team comms. Do you guys want to have that conversation first, or do you want to switch over to see what they've been up to so long? Because I feel like last we saw, you weren't able to get it back in contact with the mutants and stuff. But at this point, this is the first time that you'll hear word from anyone. yeah, we'll stick with it here for now. So what happens here was when Nanophage, I believe, was at the Baxter building as well.
I got there afterwards when Eddie was injured. I was called in to help.
Yeah, so the timeline lines up. That's what's been happening currently. They've just Beast and Gambit have just been brought back in. So the rest of the team is currently just coming back to the Baxter building, and you're getting a message from Static.
Like, we we have we have the kid on our end. He
That's
ended
good to
up
hear.
he ended up in the I don't want to say the word. I don't want to say he's safe, but he didn't end up where we intend to send him. Where you guys intend to send him.
Well, to our understanding, whoever was left in the underground where the Mordok lived has been turned. We managed to save a few. Beast and was it Cyclops? No,
Gambit.
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 The
But I
Professor
mean,
Hank?
he got turned, but we brought him back. We seem to have further improved on the anti-venom formula.
That's good. Yeah. So we have him, and what's the plan? What should we do next?
Well, we still have to stabilize Eddie Brock. This is where we're heading to now. This is where we needed a living symbiote sample, which Gambit is graciously providing us right now. What of the kid?
I
The idea why you had to keep him safe?
like put on. I like go switch like shift like my eyes to Dylan, and then just take like a few steps away from him. What happened to Eddie?
Apparently, Null threw him off the Empire State Building, but he's surprisingly alive without for a man without the symbiote. Perhaps there is more to him that meets the eye.
I look at Dylan like trying to deduce if he can read my mind.
If Dylan can read your mind,
Yeah.
Dylan is looking directly at you. He's like, he notices you kind of stepping away. I'm gonna give him a check. Yeah. What is
Get my
your
vision.
ego defense?
Oh, yeah, no. I don't have it. I don't have any of that.
Yeah. So he just looks at you and
Oh,
he can
no.
immediately tell on your face.
Sorry, no logic. Ego is 14. So still failure.
Okay, so he just beats it. He's like looking at you and he goes, "What? What? Why are you looking at me like that? Oh no.
Um,
Is is Eddie okay?
um,
Did something happen?"
uh, yeah. There's some mud on your face.
He goes to try and clean his face. Like, what?
As you turn away, I'm gonna start breathing again. Yeah. Okay. Got it.
Yeah, I think you'd hear Spidey on the other side. Would well, actually, what's happening there with Nanophage? What is his situation? Is he trying to keep this a private conversation, or do you think like this would be in front of everyone?
only he probably split himself or something. Like one end is like at the comm center. Like I don't think he will be. It will be a private conversation, and like the other parts of him are going to prepare Eddie for surgery with Elastra.
Okay.
pretty sure the power to duplicate yourself is a narrative one. But to an extent, I guess.
For this kind of thing, for like communications, we understand how Nanophage works. That's fine. He is the sort of AI com center of the base, anyway.
Yeah.
So yes,
Well,
everyone in like if Spider-Man is around like the comms area, then probably yeah, you'll hear it. He's not keeping it private. He doesn't see a reason to.
Yeah,
Can can Nanophage tell that the call is coming from Antarctica? Like, does
Shit, maybe.
yeah? I figured, yeah. He might be able to put two and two together.
I'm not sure he knows about Magneto and well where he stays.
Mm.
He has access to information, but he might not know it out of the blue.
I mean, that would have been in the reports from the last trip to the Savage Lands. Sorry, just give me 1 sec. I can hear. Sorry, I was saying I can hear you. I have to mute for a second.
okay. What? I'm gonna say the kid appears to have some kind of control over the symbiotes.
Well, as far as our research is, well, led us to believe,
Right.
if he has some control of the symbiote, he has to be partly a symbiote, at least to an extent. But it will explain his Null's interest in the kid.
Yeah, and according to Briar, he's also been um being assaulted by Null telepathically.
Null is a powerful being,
Yep.
and Dylan clearly is a strong child. But perhaps it can be used to our advantage. Perhaps, yeah. Perhaps the child
Right.
is the key. Although, high risk, high reward, I believe, is the term.
So, any idea what we need to do next?
Well, if we wish to get closer to Null, we'll have to deal with his security first. One more, I believe they're called. I forgot their name. The giant, one Celestial remains, and a few of the X-Men have been taken over. And not only, I believe, the Thing, Cyclops, Storm, and a few others, from what I gathered. The ones who could not make it out of the Murdoch place were taken over.
Oh, good. Some powerful. There's some
We have,
powerful X-Men on that list.
as we have stated, we seem to have a way to remove the symbiote, but getting to them will be also problematic.
Okay. We'll keep an eye on Dylan on our end. Please keep me informed about Eddie. I don't I don't want to be a surprise. I don't want there to be a surprise to him later. Please save the man's life.
We will do our best.
Thanks.
Always do.
Thank you.
Okay, so yeah, what are you guys actually going to try and do with Dylan? Because you're both saying he's going to be the key to defeating Null, but are you keeping him here in the Savage Lands?
I have no plan.
Because I will say, as you guys are standing here, um, let's say magic. Yeah, actually, magic. Can you please make me a vigilance check?
Sure, let's see. Ooh.
Oh,
Okay,
really?
so with that, you're going to see something on the horizon as you are like looking out from Magneto's citadel. You notice giant red and black wings descending from the sky, as it has all gone dark here as well. But you see that Null probably knows where Dylan is, and the symbiote dragons are coming.
That's not good. It seems we may have to move.
Yeah, Magneto will say, "Tell Charles that I will hold the fort here for any mutants that haven't made it back to Krakoa. But you all need to head back to New York and put a stop to this beast. For all our sakes."
should I go with them? Fire asks.
I'm afraid your fires don't seem to be as effective as we had hoped. You may be safer off here.
All right then. I'll help here as I can, as much as I can.
I look at Magneto and I'm gonna go with the kid. Keep him safe.
All right, well, we will hold this place as long as we can. And good luck to you all. As you will see, he's already starting to create a, a better barrier around this entire citadel as he's kind of floating up into the sky. He says, "But you shouldn't wait long. If he has a celestial on his side, his power is only going to grow stronger." He starts sort of flying away.
I'm gonna yell, Dylan, come.
He runs up to you. His face is now clean from all the Savage
Oh,
Land
good.
mud.
Oh, good. There was actual mud on his face. That's good. I was mostly trying to make up an
Supposed mud.
excuse.
No, you zapped all those symbiotes by electrifying the mud. Like, yeah,
Oh, oh, good.
it's not the only thing. They were like blood spatters and like symbiote goo, but yeah, everything else, he's good to go.
Okay.
Do we get to go and see Eddie now?
Yeah. No, we're gonna head back. We're gonna head back to New York. There's a, we have a secure location there for you.
He just kind of nods nervously.
Gonna turn away too quickly and look at magic.
Going back already. Hmm.
Yeah, and I assume Static is sharing with her that the rest of the mutants are at the Baxter building.
Yeah. There looks like the Baxter building is the place to be right now.
Well, then the Baxter building it will be.
Okay, so magic. slices open a portal into limbo, and I'm guessing it's static, magic, Briar, basically everyone except Magneto and Pyro. Yeah.
I think so.
Sounds right.
As you guys run through limbo, through another portal, and step out just outside of the Baxter building, you can see that there are the dragons are swarming on these shields, and I haven't actually been dealing damage to them, but they have been taking damage. They'll probably still hold for a while, but there are just dragons everywhere you look, and as you guys arrive, you will see two more figures walking up the street towards you, as you see Logan and Jean Grey, who have just, it seems like they just got back in through the barrier, and neither of them are symbiote infected.
As we're gonna come out on the other side, I'm like, Ileana, no offense, but I prefer what's his name again? Nightcrawler's portals to yours.
I'm not gonna take and just portal you in luxury. That you can ask some demon to, most likely requiring your soul, but, well, it will be in luxury.
I said no offense.
Jean Grey approaches as she says, "I'm so glad you all made it. We just heard that Kurt was hurt, but he's inside. Come on!" And she starts making her way into the Baxter building, as Wolverine gives a bit of a grunt and a nod, and is also following her in. But you can see that the Baxter building is packed full of people. A lot of the civilians that they managed to evacuate are on the bottom floor, and as you make your way in, you see that there is chaos happening. And at the other side of the building, you can hear an argument that seems to be breaking out between Invisible Woman and Spider Man. As you hear Spidey going, "No, Sue, please, it's too dangerous." And she goes, I have to get to them. I have to find Johnny." And she is making her way like through the crowds towards you all as you are entering. And it seems like she's making a very like determined effort to leave the building.
As we're coming in, Briar will be like, "Wait, what's going on? Where? What?" Uh, I would imagine everybody knows the Fantastic.
Yeah, very
Yeah,
famous.
so, Briar's gonna be like, "Wait, what do you? Where? Johnny's not with you? Where is the Human Torch?"
Yeah, you hear Sue just sort of hissing back, just, "I'm getting him back." And she disappears and turns invisible as Spidey kind of chases after her and then sees you instead. And he goes, "Oh,
Spidey, what
man,
happened?
when we picked up Eddie, the, I mean, most of the group managed to get out, but Ben got turned, and then Johnny arrived to try and help us. He fought them back, but when I told Sue, she decided it was on her to go and save them. And Reed's busy trying to help Eddie. Oh, Dylan!" And he is He's completely distracted as he sees Dylan again, and like rushes up to him and kind of embraces him in a hug, which Dylan doesn't really seem all that keen on. He's like, "What the hell?" But Spidey looks so happy to see him.
uh, he can control symbiotes, so you had the right hunch. Null is trying to get to him, so he's the key to all of this somehow. Maybe we can go find Johnny, and help Sue out. I don't know. Sounds like Eddie's going to be out for a while. Falling from the Empire State Building and surviving is it's quite a.
The others were just about to try something. Uh, Come on, Dylan, you can come with me. We'll head back upstairs. But yeah, if you guys could stop Sue, please. I mean, she's just going to get herself killed or turned.
I'm gonna see if I can take a good whiff. See if I can I can find her, sniff her out. She might be invisible, but she's still.
Yeah, you can make a vigilance check. I believe you'll have trouble. Yeah, you have trouble. But your heightened senses will probably give you edges as well.
12 Street. Aesthetic. Yep, so that
Okay.
about balance out.
Yeah, sorry, I haven't put all the tokens for all these characters down, but you've got the whole freaking Marvel universe down here right now. Well,
True.
not all of them. Some significant characters are not here yet.
We will assume that Johnny is not here.
Yeah, I don't want
Yeah.
to contradict myself, but did I describe Johnny doing something after you came back with Eddie?
I
I
don't
don't
remember,
recall.
honestly.
I don't
I
think
don't
I
think
did
so.
because here's the thing: when for the rest of you, like when Devil's Advocate let out that burst of flame and rob anybody and Red Shot. Wait, who was with you?
I think it Starflayer, Red Shot,
Who
Devil's
was on the back
Advocate.
of the truck getting things hands off of the truck? Was that Illustra?
That
Oh, no, I think it was
that was Illustra because
Olassus, maybe. Oh, Olastra?
yeah, because you're talking about the one where Devil's Advocate was running with the fire truck.
Yeah.
Garbage truck.
It's the same thing.
Garbage fire truck.
Yeah, so when that happened, there was the burst of hellfire explosion, but that was against the thing that was chasing after you, and I think technically you were carrying Dylan in this universe, but in the comics, this is. I'll show you what happened. Sorry, I'm sending it through here, but this is the story that Spidey would explain to you just as you're kind of walking in, and this is clearly what he just told Sue. As you guys were rushing towards the barrier, the Human Torch arrived to stop the rest of the X-Men that were attacking and kind of gave you all a chance to get away there. But Spidey was the last person to see him and has just told Sue that. So now she knows that Ben and Johnny are out there and nullified. So she's gone to try and stop them. Was that vigilance check there? Was that statics check?
Yes.
Okay, then
Yes.
yeah,
Why did it
you
drop?
do notice her.
Okay. So I'm gonna follow her and try to talk to her while try to convince her to stop being invisible. Hey,
You follow her down Madison Avenue as she notices you, and she will become visible again and just turn around to face you. And she just says, "If you're gonna help me, then that's great, but don't try and stop me. That's my brother out there. That's my family."
I understand, and I am here to help.
Is there anyone else
I
behind them,
would have,
like following with them?
yeah, Briar would have followed after, like after he got the update from Spidey, been like, oh, wait for me, and like running after Static.
Okay, I don't know if
Alright.
Briar was already on this map, but there we go. He's down now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't find it. I don't think he was.
Well, he's here now. It's fine.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. In that case, as you approach, she says, "Okay, fine," but yeah, you can see that she's kind of panicked, and she says, "Don't let them see you." And she's going to use extend invisibility and turn all three of you invisible.
Nice.
That was good.
Just to make sure, we don't have comms at all around here. Or is
You
it
do.
we do? Then I'll just say to Static Scale as the Devil's Advocate, call out if you need help.
I'm gonna kind of whisper back. I will. I will.
Okay, then yeah, Sue will lead you guys down the road as you start looking for Human Torch and for the Thing and the rest of them. But for now, we will cut back to the Baxter building with the rest of your characters as you've just followed Spider-Man back upstairs to uh, to the labs where Eddie is being taken care of, where Kurt is getting some medical attention, and where Beast, you can see he's sitting on one of these medical tables as Reed's looking over him, and as you walk in, you hear him going, "By my stars and garters, I think I heard voices in there. Someone named Flash Thompson, I think he said he was. Something about codexes. I didn't quite understand. It's like it was all a dream." And as Spidey's leading the rest of you in, he just goes, "That's impossible. Flash is dead." And yeah, the rest of you see the whole group here working on all this. Gambit's also unconscious here, but they are doing what they can. Herbie is kind of giving them some medical attention, but it looks like a lot of people need help, and Eddie is on life support in the corner there. But what are the rest of you doing? You brought back some symbiote samples? You've done a couple of things, and I believe getting the symbiote samples was also part of your plan to help Eddie. So
Yeah.
yeah, what are you guys doing when they arrive?
I think for Starflare, there's not much he can do because everybody is like, it's medical stuff, so it's kind of like beyond him. So I think you just kind of see him kind of like pensively waiting for like the next shoe to drop. Um, I don't know if we can see out of the. Would we be able to see the the Celestial, like from where
You
we are
can,
in the Baxter building?
yeah, just out of the window, you probably could. Honestly, it's
Okay.
freaking huge. But
Yeah.
Reed's also got all kinds of scanners and things that are like you'd easily be able to tap into any CCTV cameras or anything. So if you want to try and take a look around the city, you probably can from the Baxter building. But if you want to
Yeah.
try and get eyes on the Sentinel specifically, I mean the Celestial, you can give me a vigilance check to see what it's doing.
Wow. Okay.
It's
Oh,
invisible.
that no, sorry. That was Briar. Even though it says Starfleet.
Yeah, that's fine.
Let's try. It's like much better. Oh well, they're both. Anyway,
Okay, but that is Starflare that you're rolling with, though, right? That is
yeah,
who's looking.
this one,
Okay.
this one is Starflare.
Yeah, so with the 17, you notice that the Celestial that is standing in Central Park is starting to move, and it is walking through Central Park towards you, like towards the Baxter
Oh,
building. And
oh,
you are just starting to notice that, like, you're the first person to notice that it is moving.
yeah, he's gonna sound the alarm, guys. The Celestial is moving, and yeah, yes, that's not good.
Oops, it didn't do
Would
a
it?
backflip. It's just making its way.
That would also be intimidating, but yeah.
Yeah, if it starts doing backflips, you're screwed. But currently it is wading into the like lake here in the middle of Central Park, and it is just destroying everything in its path.
It's
Uh,
fine.
uh, Tr- Trident will be like gliding up next to him. Do you think the better would be able to? Do you think the better would stop him, or are we gonna have to get out there?
I
We've
think
lost.
we better get out there. I don't know if this shield is gonna hold against the Celestial.
I'm gonna yell out to Herbie. Herbie, how many people do we have in the building?
18 million.
Yeah, you see Hobie's eyes start like almost spiraling as he tries to assess how many people are in the building, and you just see the little number tallying up, like it just keeps going and keeps going. There's at least 100 people, but yeah, I wish I could give you a real number, but
475.
yeah, I'm not sure how many people you could fit into the Baxter building, but
Shitload.
the building is at capacity, he would say, which is saying a lot since they have a whole missile silo in this building. there's a lot of space, but they are
600,
yeah, we'll say around 600 people.
626 people.
Actually, I do know how many because by the size of a skyscraper, that's 320. So we'll say there's 320 people on the ground floor, and then all the heroes.
Oh my.
And you will
Oh
also
boy.
see that on the scans, Times Square, that you'll see a camera from Times Square, and that's where a lot of the civilians are. There's also Grand Central Station, which is just down the road, um, and that's also there's a lot of people like trying to get in there. Not everyone's gotten the message to go and hide, and you know that the subway tunnels aren't safe. So there's there's problems every direction.
We need an evacuation plan, and I'm gonna say, and we should probably also, we should also probably figure out how to stop it. That would be better.
I don't know if we're strong enough to stop the Celestial. What did you
Yeah,
have in mind?
Reed would say, I've sent out a, a distress call to everyone I can think of. Hopefully, we'll have some assistance arriving soon.
What about the helicopter? Maybe some big cannons might help.
They actually,
Crush the
uh,
carrier into, into
yeah.
the Celestial.
Tony Stark says, I can tell you from personal experience, we want to try not to drop the Empire State Building, but it's not a bad idea. If we can lure Null out somewhere or just get that Celestial into the right position.
Wait,
Also,
Null is
what
in
is
the
that?
Celestial or not?
No, Null is sitting on a throne on top of the
Okay,
Empire
okay.
State, but he was
Yeah.
inside one of those Celestials earlier. Yeah,
Okay.
that is the same one.
But right now, he's not moving, and that thing is heading straight for our civilians.
Yeah, you're gonna see as it's getting closer, it starts lifting its hand, and it's gathering energy, like it's gonna let out a blast of energy.
Oh, we gotta go now. Okay. Never mind.
Well, you're not going to be able to get to it before it does that. So I'll tell you what happens here. Just as you're all like trying to plan, it is going to let out its first elemental blast.
Um, take cover.
Well, it'll hit the barrier first on the outside,
It's fine.
the giant dome that you guys are under. Oh, not much damage. I'm surprised. Did I roll badly? What the hell?
How much focus are you adding as well?
Yeah, I mean, still, it would be like 70 points of damage. So you see it blasting, which, to be fair, that's like quite an explosion. But it seems like from a distance, it is already hitting the barrier, and the barrier is taking that damage.
Oh. I'm gonna look at the machinery for the barrier, and see how much damage do you think it can take?
Reed would explain it to you in a more scientific way, but they've got 1,000,000 hit points.
Nice.
That's very nice.
Oh wow.
But
Uh-huh.
but if they destroy that, if they get it to 0, it
Oh,
explodes
no.
like a low yield nuke.
So we do
So
got
you
to get
don't-
out there. Yeah.
You don't want it to break that barrier, but it
Wait
will
a
probably
second.
take a while.
The
Wait a second.
vehicle
If it explodes like a nuke, wouldn't that take Null with it?
and us.
Yeah.
And
I
probably a
will
lot
ask.
of
Devil Advocate did offer to help static scale, but perhaps there are bigger issues at hand right now. He'll just say, well, I'll hold it off then. Can I borrow your flying vehicle, Mr. Fantastic?
Yeah, he sort of looks at you nervously and he goes, well, I mean, everyone else is already out. Yeah, might as well. He says, just don't tell Ben, and he will point over and you'll just see a set of car keys hanging on one of the walls, like near the door.
I'll just go through the door, ignoring the keys, and go to the flying vehicle.
Yeah, you go into the
I
little
forgot his name.
hangar and you see the Fantastic car sitting there, just looking primed and ready to go. But
Oh, it's the car. I thought it was like, I think from the movie that was released was different looking.
yeah, that's an old model.
Oh,
The
okay,
new
okay,
one
okay.
It's fancy.
is
Yeah,
but I mean, if you possess it, you can make it look like whatever you want.
there will be a giant skull logo in front instead of the floor when I possess it.
Right.
I'm gonna hop into, well, Trident is. It should be fun.
Trident can fly, right?
Yeah. A little bit. I really can't make up my mind about it. Right now, no.
Okay, so crashing this thing straight into the Celestial is not an option. Got it.
Well, I can
Plan
levitate.
A ruined.
Is
He
that a
can catch
problem?
himself. He just can't soar through the air. He
Okay, that's good. That's good. Then jump when I tell you to jump.
Got it.
Reed's like, wait, what did he say? Just,
I really
but
don't
so
understand
who's-
this. Like, why take such a slow vehicle?
Your insurance. You have insurance, right?
not slow. It has a flight speed of 32. And that's
Doubled when I'm
before it
possessing
gets
it.
possessed.
Outside of combat, I calculated, and if I read it correctly, I can move like 1,200.
Yeah, but we can't, so we're using the vehicle.
Yeah, but
you think too
actually the
small,
vehicle
boy.
is slightly faster. It also has flight 2. So outside of combat, it can move 32 spaces times 50.
You asked.
Yeah, so
No,
it's faster than you. It's 32 times 50. You are not moving 32 times 50 out of combat. You're moving 18 times
Jeez.
50. Or 20
No,
times
24.
Oh.
Red Shot is as fast.
50. Yeah.
He's faster than like a commercial airliner, but yeah, he's also got group flight, so you've got multiple ways. Maybe not everyone has to be in the car. Getting to Central Park is not that far away.
You can fly with with a red shot if you want, Trident.
Well,
Putting it out
whatever
there.
way I get there. Whatever way I get there. Yeah.
So who's all going here? Is Starflare joining them as well?
He says
Oh,
he'll
he
be
said
right back.
BRB.
He might not return. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but that's cool. You can. Yeah, Trident. Are you getting in the car, or Red Shot? Are you using group flight, or just picking him up? I guess.
Well, that's.
I'm gonna go in the car.
Okay, yeah, that probably makes sense anyway, because Red Shot likes to have a bit of distance between him and his target. Unless he's
And I'm gonna go stab him in the eye.
so we've got Devil's Advocate flying. How fast does it make it? Oh, I suppose it doesn't really matter.
Twice
You
as
can just
fast.
you can make the ego check to control that.
Yep.
And yeah, we're gonna assume that Starflare is joining you for now. But yeah, you guys jump in and you fly off towards the Sentinel.
Celestial.
Keep saying Sentinel, but yes, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Okay, so
that's a
you
good idea.
see-
Let's recruit Sentinel Prime.
You
Whose
see that this
side?
thing is about to stand on the museum, the Central Park Museum of Art, whatever it's called, the Met.
That's what it stands for. Ah.
No?
But yeah, you guys would be getting there just as this is happening, and you can see its hand is still raised. So as you're approaching, it's going to take a blast at you, but you are maneuvering this thing. So I'll say it's going to be against your ego defense. Maybe is that how it works on a possessed vehicle? I can never remember.
To hit the vehicle?
Yeah.
Sounds about right. Let me make sure. It's the same for elemental protection as well, so I would assume, yeah. That's the ego.
Yeah, if you could just send the thing into the chat anyway.
There you go.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, okay, so it doesn't actually affect it, but it doesn't matter. Um, 19 beat. Yeah, that's going to beat
I'm
your
so
defense.
sorry.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, we're taking.
Okay, so the car is going to take that damage first, as you kind of it just clips the car, but that celestial beam of energy hits the hellfire, and there's a bit of an explosion, and you guys just spiral through the air, but you're able to maintain control of the vehicle. And yeah, Starflare, are you back?
I am back. I'm terribly sorry.
Okay, no worries. So, Devil's Advocate has possessed the Fantasticar, and
Nice.
Trident is in there. Red Shot is flying alongside. Are you
I'll be outside
joining them?
flying along. Yeah, I'm definitely joining them.
Okay, cool. So you guys have just flown into Central Park, and you are attacking this Celestial.
Nice.
Yeah, let's roll for initiative here. We can actually start this fight for a bit. There's so much going on.
Mwah. Hey.
It's the highest initiative I've ever rolled with Devil's Advocate.
Holy
Still gonna
shit.
be at the bottom.
Yeah, probably, but it's just.
Static, you can roll for initiative here. I mean, Trident.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. How many Fantastics was that?
3, I think.
Everyone but me and Starflare.
Yeah.
Okay.
Red Shot got one. Celestial got one.
Okay. Hold on. I'm still figuring out how to maneuver with a mic. This mic didn't come with a cool boom arm or anything, so
You never sounded better.
I'm glad. It is. I'm sure. I don't know how I've been running with a built-in mic this entire time for years and years. But yeah, we kick things off then with Red Shot as we start with the bonus rounds, and you'll be up first. Almost a 616 on initiative, damn.
Yes. Man, like I was so considering do I spend the karma to get edge and try and see if I could get a 616 616. But then I was like, nah, let's save that for when it really matters.
Oh, also, I was going to say for the others that sort of saved Dylan earlier, they'd all get a point of karma.
Hey. All
Magneto's first karma point.
right. If you're heroic, you get karma, right? You get
When
karma.
At the start of every day.
yeah, at the start of your day.
All right. Okay.
I'm just trying to see so many spaces are between us and it. Holy shit, that's a lot of spaces.
Yeah, the scale is a bit ridiculous, but also bear in mind how big a Celestial is. Like that thing is
Yeah,
taking up the
yeah.
entirety
Also,
of
I know
Central
how
Park.
big what's called Central Park is.
Yeah, so that
I've
thing
been
is
walked here.
gargantuan by game mechanics. Probably even bigger, but that's as big as it goes. And if someone tries to pick it up, I'll be very impressed.
Sure. Well, I'm gonna try to shoot it with the longest range I fucking have. Not even sure if that's look at that, another Marvel.
Do you have
111.
heightened senses with Red Shot?
I'm pretty sure. I have heightened senses 1, yes.
Okay, yeah. Because then you can technically see 400 spaces. That's normally you can only see 200. But at the scale of this map, it's fine. You just need to be able to get make it make sense.
Yeah,
Kind of
yeah.
you need to be quite close by. But
Yeah.
that is going to be a hit. A big target.
And the funny thing is, if I'm correct,
Wow.
is that calculating correctly? Let me just check. It has to triple.
An
Yeah,
extra
that
50.
that won't do it automatically. So
That's. I'm calculating, then it's 150.
I'll add the extra here, but yeah. Okay, so yeah, you blast this thing. What does a perfect shot from Red Shot look like? I mean, that is a ton of damage.
I just get out of the car, just fly, and just sit down, move, and look at it, and it's like gotta be the stomach. It just shoots directly into this little green thing, just firing through and just going through here. Basically, the beam.
Yeah, you basically blast a hole right through it, and you see the symbiote that is keeping it together is kind of burned away in that spot from the light. But that is a hell of a bonus turn. Then I believe we go to the Celestial.
Yep, that's the next with the Marvel.
Okay, then the Celestial is going to move towards you guys, and it has a run speed of 100.
Damn.
I mean, it should technically be like a rank X, but we do have mechanics for it tonight, at least for this battle. But bringing it to 0 hit points may not mean actually killing it. That's going to take some real work. But we'll see. We shall see as this thing moves in towards the rest of you. Close enough. And then, yeah, you're going to start to see it lifts up its hands, and since you guys are all flying, it is going to use elemental barrage to try and hit you all.
No,
Wow.
it's pretty shit.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah, it is pretty shit. Yeah, so you just see everyone is flying around. This thing starts blasting out beams that are missing the lot of you, but they are just slicing through buildings behind you. Like it is destroying a lot. But since you're all airborne, you're able to kind of bring its attention up into the sky. So most of these beams are just shooting off into the clouds. And that is its bonus action. And then Trident, you're going to get one too. I will remind you, you can delay your turns as well and reserve turns to use as reactions, or like reserve actions to use as reactions later. So, you know, if you want to jump as the like right before the thing hits, you can reserve a movement action.
So am I in range of it?
I think so with your trident, but it's
Yeah. So I'm gonna aim for what I'm assuming is its eyes, and launch the trident at that, and I'm gonna reserve my movement to not die.
Okay.
Smart man, smart man.
17.
17 will hit. You are going to have trouble though from the range if you're going for its eyes, because you're technically 100 spaces away from it right now. But obviously that's abstracted. Excuse me. But you will have trouble. As I said before, it's a really big target, so yeah, that's still a hit. Same result anyway.
That's what damage. That's what happens when your damage is pretty low from the beginning.
Yeah, it takes a whole 6 points of damage as it just kind of bounces off and the trident comes back to you, and you're like, this is going to be hard.
Okay, if I do that 40, like 400 more times, we might win.
Well, Red Shot did some massive damage, so we go back to him at the top of the round.
Yeah, just be like Red Shot and shoot everything. Pretty close. This is hard.
You are now well within its melee range. I'll point that out.
Yeah, that was what I was calculating. I'm basically calculating. Let's see. Hmm. Ooh. You know what? It's not the most like effective thing, but I'm just gonna troll it and show it how you actually does a elemental barrage. So just fire elemental barrage towards it. Look at that. At least it's better.
That does not hit. As you just unleash this, you see that the creature is just looking right at you and is bearing down at you with this massive head, but it's just you're looking into the light of the sun that's coming from inside of it.
That's fine. I tried.
Yeah, worth a try as we go to Starflare.
Right, let's start flying towards it. I'm gonna try and I'm gonna use elemental push and start trying to push this thing back into the water. Maybe we
Okay.
can do something. I don't. Let's hit it with. Let's see. 18
Against his
agility.
Yeah, that hits.
Nice. Oh, I don't think it does damage. I think it.
Yeah,
Ooh.
only on a fantastic, but
Yeah.
it is going to use a reaction for immovable,
Ooh.
so
Okay.
it can reduce its knockback by quite a bit. But how far can you usually knock it back?
If the attack succeed, the character can move the target in any direction up to 1 space times rank. So 5 spaces back.
And he can reduce it by 5 because that's his.
So no movement.
So yeah,
Alright.
you push him back, and you nearly do knock him right off, like right over. But you see that it's got both its hands up, and it kind of just grabs that light and starts pushing it back at you. It's like a full-on Dragon Ball Z clash moment.
Nice. Getting closer. Taking evasive maneuvers.
And then, because of that, it is going to do this. Yeah, it is going to sort of clap its hands together and try and smash. Let's see. I'm going to roll a d4. 1 or 2, it's going for Red Shot. 3 or 4, it's going for Starflare. Okay, Red Shot. It saw you first, and you did the most damage to it, so it is going for you. and is going for a smash attack. So it's going to spend. Yeah, it's going all in. It's going to go 30 points of focus on top of this.
It's fine.
Going to be an extra 15 points of damage. And then
That does not hit.
double checking, it has. Oh, its reach is way bigger than I realized. I'm just double checking to see if it's got any way to give itself edge, because this is all supposed to have. He's got the supervillain trait. It's meant to have an extra turn, which I forgot about.
If it has those points, you can probably spend one of them as like car like for an edge or something.
Yeah, Null can spend those, but the Celestial doesn't have his own sinister plot points at this point. So I'm going to say for now, I'm going to give him his extra turn. But on this turn, he goes for this massive clap, and Redshot jumps out of the way. But instead, he kind of does a thunderclap. So he's going to destroy basically all of the trees, like the entire ground underneath where Redshot is. You see get destroyed all the way up to the Avengers Mansion, where everything just gets completely wrecked. But Redshot managed to go up and dodge out of the way of the Celestial. But the collateral damage is intense, and we will go to Devil's Advocate.
Where does
But I'm going to add his
Big
turn
Ben's
at initiative count 10.
Big Ben is your family in? Okay,
Prospect.
okay. The entire.
Prospect work.
Okay, prospect. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Iron Trident is still in the vehicle.
Oh.
You fly out.
No, he
Yeah, no.
reserved a reaction to jump out, though.
Oh, okay. I was going to push him. Like use your
Please
stop
don't.
and just shove him out of the the car.
Please don't.
Yeah, I'm going to ram into the Celestial.
Trident, are you
And
spending your reaction for that movement?
Yes, it is. I would prefer not to be rammed into a Celestial.
Okay.
Phenomenal. It should give me, I believe, 100 and. Yes, I should. I can smack into it when I use my action to run.
Are you doing a ram action? Yeah, that's
Yep.
perfect.
So it's an action and a reaction, and I'll make an attack. Standard melee. I also have to remember that I cannot go angry and control the Fantastic Car at the same time, because I lose concentration and everything.
Ah.
Yeah, melee. Honestly, I can probably just jump off the car and crash into the Celestial and save the car. But it's just funnier like that.
Yeah, that's what superhero vehicles are for, really, is just making a dramatic accident.
It worked against some other huge guy, Sentinel probably. No reason for it not work here. Melee. Normal roll. 17 against his melee defense.
Okay, that's going to hit, and he'll take double damage.
Do I spend my karma point to maybe get a marvel?
Yeah,
Yeah, fuck it, why
be
not?
worth it.
Oh, well. I don't have karma. So it will be double that, and I take normal that. It's not nearly as impressive as I thought it would be.
I'll just deal the damage to the car. I can.
Oh.
You
Yeah,
don't
no,
take
I
the
ha-
damage.
Yeah, true.
The car takes it.
On the car is pretty sturdy. 200 health and sturdy too.
Yeah, so
Very
it
strong.
has now dropped below. It is at 92 hit points, which means it's at half. There's something that happens to a vehicle when it's at
It's at
half.
half speed, I believe.
Yeah, so currently it is stopped because you have you have embedded it in the side of the celestial, as now the symbiote ooze is trying to kind of reclaim it, but it has definitely impaled the celestial.
Yeah, that's my stop. That's my turn.
Okay, yeah, pretty good. And then we go to Trident as you've just leapt out of the car, and we kind of catch up to you mid-air. Like you could sort of air skate your way onto the Celestial, or you can go down into Central Park below. What are you gonna do?
Hey, but I think I'm gonna go up.
Yeah, man,
I'm
God of War this shit.
I
Shadow of the
am
Colossus.
curious. I am curious to see whether or not they have eardrums, and if they do, if I can if I can stab it with with a with a trident.
Might take you a while to get to his ears, but you definitely start climbing. How far can you actually move?
15. So not
Yeah,
very.
it's going to take you a while, but you also will see as you're making your way up, you see that from the celestial there are, and around it, you now start to notice the dragons that are coming to back it up, and some of them are like peeling off of its arms just as you're kind of skating your way up there.
Okay, well, I'm gonna yell over the comms. We have dragons in. We got some dragons incoming. And
Yeah, they have dragons now.
yeah, and I'm gonna use hit and run on the celestial. I'm just gonna slash whatever bit is next to me.
Nice. Yeah, I'll say once you on its token, you can place yourself somewhere on its token. You are able to like cover that ground in a sort of abstract way, but you are like racing along. You know, the size of its arm is like a couple of blocks, so you've got a lot of space to move across. But a 17 is going to hit. Go for that marvel.
It's not a model, but it'll do.
Yeah, it'll do. Also, does your trident ignore any damage reduction?
It is adamantium. I remember that
Okay,
means
so
something.
it ignores one level of damage reduction because this thing
Very
has
well.
DR4, so that is good. We'll add
That
another
is-
6.
Jeez. It's tough.
Yeah, that's an understatement. But yeah, we'll say you can actually start from where the car was because you jumped off. So we'll say you get like up onto its rib cage.
Ah, yeah, cool. Hmm.
Is that your turn?
That will be my turn. And you've
Okay,
come
then
up
we
with
go
that.
back to the Celestial as yeah, as Trident is like going all the way up its rib cage, just kind of tearing through the side, just trying to poke holes wherever he can. The Celestial is going to let out this strange sort of sound that just reverberates all around you, and it is going to summon the dragons that I was just describing. But that's what it's actually doing on its turn. And they're only as big as those bats. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Instead, I'm just going to we're going to assume that the bats on the map are the dragons, and I'll just use the token for the rolls, but we kind of keep track. But yeah, you can assume you are always in range of a symbiote dragon. We're going to do large-scale battle rules because there are so many of them.
Understood.
But then top of the round with red shot.
Oh, is it already time to shoot it again? Well, yeah.
They are now also dragons as targets.
Let me see. Where is the dragon? Looking for the dragon.
They're everywhere. That's what I was just saying. And instead of having a token, it's all those little bats flying around.
Oh well.
But,
Time.
but if you hit any of them, I'll take the damage off of the token I've got over here.
Perfect. Oh well. Yeah, let's just try to snipe them. Went so good last time. Maybe not the best, but hey. Hey, that's pretty good. It's not a mountain, but hey.
And are you targeting the dragons or the celestial?
The dragons.
Okay, nice. Yeah, you definitely gonna hurt them. Roll your damage. And just remind me, sniping, does that do double damage normally?
No, just regular. I checked because I was like, does it do normal or just, yeah?
Oh, but it's triple on a fantastic.
Yeah,
I keep
that's
mixing it up
the
with
I
thing.
think headshot that's double on normal, but triple on a fantastic.
Yeah,
maybe.
I do not do that. Oh wait, no, wait, that takes movement. So yeah, pretty much all I
Yeah,
can
we'll
do.
say with that one, you definitely you see a dragon flying in towards Trident, and you just get a perfect headshot as it spirals down out of the sky, crashes into the streets below. It's probably still going to get up again. There's way more, but you are protecting each other here as we go to Starflare.
All right, with that opening move where it shot to dragon, he's gonna take that opportunity to hit the celestial. Is that ability he activated? Is that like a concentration, or does he have to?
Which one?
The one where he reduces his knockback. I forgot the.
It's
think
just
of
a
the name.
reaction to getting knocked back to or knocked prone.
Okay. All right. Well, can't keep doing it, so I think I'll do it again. I'll keep wasting actions. I'll do another elemental push.
Okay.
I keep forgetting, but
Yeah, we'll say your elemental push is doing damage to it because of the anathema. So, oh, and now it's going to do even more. Okay. Yeah, he's actually going to take all of that because with the anathema.
we regain our reaction on our turn, right? Not at the beginning of the round, or is it in the beginning of the round?
No, on your turn. Okay, so he takes 50 points of damage from that, and he will have to use a reaction as well. But yeah, well, what happens here is with a fantastic success, you manage to knock it prone.
Yeah, I think like we see like the red streak from Red Shot take the dragon, and as it's flying down, you see Starflare kind of like loop in and hit the celestial with like just a mollywop of energy. He just pushes it. This thing pushes it back. Looks like the anathema is really hurting the symbiote around, like that's surrounding the celestial inside. Burn.
I will say it will use one of its reactions for the immovable, but because you got
Immovable.
because you got the fantastic, he can't stop the knockback and the prone at the same time. So
Oh,
you see that he kind of you knock him into that lake and he just comes crashing down into it, displacing all the water that just rushes out like onto the streets around, and he is lying there he's like taking up half the lake, but is trying to bring itself back up to its feet. But yeah, you have
nice.
just knocked a celestial on his ass.
Nice. All right, yeah. He's gonna keep to the skies. And that's his turn.
Okay, then as we go back to the celestial, is going to start standing to his feet and get back up as he's kind of like slowly rising up and um sees Starflare getting away, and he's going to go for you. He's going to try swat you out of the sky. I think he's just going to go for a clobber. Try knock you prone as well. No. Ow. I've rolled so badly with the celestial. Yeah, so it's just kind of trying to get back up to its feet and swings at the sky, but Starflare just flies around his hand.
Mm.
As yeah, he's using his movement to get back up. But Devil's Advocate, we go back to you.
Back to me. Seems like most of the people here have things handled, so I can take another turn to prep, as I will use my action to activate Angry, and no longer possess the Fantasticar, so it will be staying here for a little while. As my flames will turn. I don't remember if I went with blue or purple, but one of those two.
Yeah, purple. I've actually got the effects now, thanks to Danny. I just haven't uploaded them yet. But next session, hopefully, you should be able to actually have purple flames.
Nice. And that would be me. That's perhaps, I don't know. It will keep the evil symbiote from approaching me. Although Hellfire, I don't know if it does anything to it. But that will be my turn.
Okay, then back to Trident, as you are climbing the Celestial, who's just fallen over and is getting back up. So I will actually need you to make an agility check to try and hang on here. Yeah, you good. Full on parkour around this thing. But yeah,
I'm gonna launch
Trident,
it.
it's your turn.
I'm gonna try to go for his head, and I'm gonna launch a what do you call it? I'm gonna I'm gonna launch the trident at like a dragon that's coming at me to deflect them. 16.
A 16 is going to miss.
Okay. I'm gonna spin a comma on that one, and yeah, that seems like an appropriate thing to spend it on.
That's a hit.
18.
Oh no,
Yeah.
its AC is 19. My bad.
Nope. I missed.
Damn, was it always?
By the way, they
yeah.
like because of the venom, they have extra agility.
No, you know what it is? It's Spider Sense. I realized Spider Sense gives you a +2 to your agility defense.
Nice.
Yeah, so it was
No.
such a horrible fight when we fought Silk. She had like
Yeah.
19 and we barely Matching that.
Oh, that was a good fight. I enjoyed that one.
Yeah, maybe when
You
all
were
this is
here
said and
already?
done, you can go back to Coney Island and reminisce. But
Yeah, One Punch. What was their name? Kenta or something?
Titania, yeah.
Titania, yeah.
But yeah, so Trident, you throw your Trident at this dragon, and it just barrel rolls out of the way as it misses. But you do distract it enough that you can keep climbing, and we'll say you get up onto its shoulder.
I have an idea. I have an idea, but it's a very bad one.
Those are good ways to earn karma. What's your idea?
Well, mutually assured destruction. We let Null know if he destroys the barrier, it's gonna blow up the entire city. And Dylan is in the city, so even if he survives, I'm pretty sure the kid won't. So
Yeah, who said he wants the kid
both.
alive? Unless he was asking for him alive.
No, he didn't say we should bring a corpse to him. He just said bring us Brock. So, assuming he want him alive, or at least not vaporized.
Yeah, there's no way of knowing what Null wants, but yeah, how are you gonna try and pitch that to him?
Well, that's why I'm heading for the Celestial's ear, because I'm assuming he can hear me from there. Because I'm assuming he can hear me up there.
Yeah, I'll say you're standing on its shoulder now, so you are next to its head, but it looks like it's got a almost like a helmet on, and the size of this thing's head is easily as the size of a small building. So you kind of see its face turning towards you, and all that energy inside that is just it's like standing in front of a skyscraper that is also a furnace. But maybe Null can hear you.
I would tell him, Zach, if you destroy the barrier, it will detonate like a nuclear weapon. And everything you want is gonna die.
You can make an ego check.
Oh,
And if you've got any like social things that might give you an edge, like traits and stuff, let me know.
I'm gonna Oh. Well, I know Atlantean and Spanish, if that helps.
Yeah. He's like, wait, what? You said that in Spanish. No. No. Okay, no. Your
No.
You thought you thought you were fighting Trident, but it was me, Sorrow, the entire time.
No, like I got nothing like that. Ego check it is.
just looking at your sheet and like, an immunity to jellyfish is probably not going to help you here.
No.
Okay, yeah, with with a 17, you do get through to Null. Like he does hear this, but it's like you just see the ground underneath you that is the Celestial's shoulder. You just see it starting to open up into these symbiote mouths, these teeth opening everywhere as they begin to laugh. As it seems like the symbiote all around you finds that suggestion very funny. And then you see this Celestial's face starting to glow as it starts charging up an energy blast.
Well then. Well,
Guess not. He
I.
heard you, but maybe you've just given Null some information he didn't have before.
Mhm. Well, good to know. Although,
Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Okay, then this Celestial's gonna try and blast you off his shoulder, and
Oh,
he's gonna put another, yeah, we'll say another 20 points of focus into this. 14's probably not gonna hit. I'm not even gonna check. We're just gonna try and reroll the marvel.
It's a marvel.
Oh, does a 15 hit you?
Ooh.
Trident.
Trident.
15 on my agility.
Yes.
Yes, that hits me. I am now free-footed at
Vaporized.
them. Pretty much, yes. Well, good news is I don't think I'm dead.
There's an extra, what was it, 20 points of damage on top of that. And you're blinded if you are conscious.
Yeah, he has a different issue at the moment.
I can confirm I can't see a thing.
Okay, so yeah, you see you see Trident standing on his shoulder, like shouting this, like, "We've got you!" And the Celestial just looks at him and blasts him off of his shoulder as you see this cooked fish come flying off of the Celestial, and as Trident is blasted into the air and is now plummeting to his death below. On his turn, he's going to fall 100 spaces unless someone can catch him.
Don't look at me, guys.
Who the fuck has that kind of movement?
I do.
That's good.
I think I do. I should be able to.
That's
Oh,
fine.
and then the dragons. I nearly forgot about the dragons.
They just eat
they
his
are going
corpse.
to- Yeah, no, they don't just catch him out of the sky, thankfully. But they are going to go for the rest of you. They are going to make one vicious attack. This is against all three of you. And you'll take half damage if this hits.
Nice.
That's another marvel.
Wow, that actually hits. Yeah, I'm gonna spend a point of karma to get rid of that. Give you trouble.
He had an edge. It will just return to the 18 it was.
Oh, shit,
17.
okay.
But that might help someone
Well.
else. Does a
It would
17 would turn
mean-
it into a miss against
Red
Red
shot,
shot.
yes. Yes.
you might be able to
Okay.
stack another trouble on that if you guys want.
I am
Sure.
out of karma. so
Sure, I can spend my karma also.
I am unconscious, so I'm not sure what that means for spending gone.
Yeah, that's not going to help you. Oh wait, I've got to give one more. Oh, okay, turning it into a miss
Alright.
against everyone. So
Yippee.
yeah, what does it look like from Red Shot and from Starflare as you kind of distracting these dragons, trying to hold them off, and as we are going on to Red Shot's turn.
I'm just lifting my hand and is talk to the hand, making it glow.
I think for Starflare, it's just very fancy flying. Like just narrowly escaping the jaws.
Nice.
Oh well,
So
it's
yes,
time.
You see these. You can see Trident falling, and yeah, dragons everywhere. Celestial, you get the picture. What are you doing, Red Shot?
Well, I take care of the dragons. The elemental barrage. Just look at that. 3, 4, 5. That's just beautiful.
Oh, against their resilience, that's going to hit.
Yay. That's not a lot.
Okay, they are going to take that full damage plus the anathema though, because you are hitting several of them as you just start like blasting dragons out of the sky. They're going to keep coming, but you managed to keep them off of you for now.
Oh well, that's fine. Let's see. Yeah. Maybe not the smartest, but hey. That's fine.
Let's go save Trident.
Yes, yeah. It's because I cannot reach him. At least if I calculate right.
You've still got your movement, but also I will say, remember you can fall on your turn as well. So you can move 100 spaces falling, and then your flight speed on top of that. So you might be able to intercept him. At this point, the scale is crazy, but he's falling. We'll say he's falling kind of towards you guys. So
Okay.
you may need to dash to get to him, but you could probably reach him. Either of you
Okay.
that can fly.
Yeah, I'll dash. What does dash do? Let me see. Do I have to do anything?
It's basically
It's
just
movement
you
as a standard
stride
action.
twice.
Okay. All right. Yep. Yep. Starflare is rocketing towards Iron Trident.
Then you can make an agility check to try and catch him.
Nice. I hope I catch him.
Yeah, that is a success. As
Nice.
he's just falling, this kind of plume of smoke coming off of him as he just falls down towards the ground. And then Starflare, what does it look like as you swoop in to save him?
Yeah, I think he sees Trident falling, so he's like dodging dragons and just takes this really deep dive, just rocketing towards Trident, and then just kind of like Superman, like he kind of just swoops and captures him and grabs him, and like is taking off in a different direction to put him down somewhere.
Okay, so you've got Trident in your hands as we go back to the Celestial. And the Celestial...
Surrenders.
Was Iron Trident knocked like is he like at 0 hit? Oh,
He's below 0.
Wow.
I'm way below 0.
Okay.
I'm at the need serious medical attention levels of.
Okay, then I'm gonna.
He took a point.
Yeah.
He took a point blank blast from a Celestial.
Oh,
The fact that there's
jeez.
anything left of him is impressive.
Yeah.
And actually, there is one thing you could have done, Trident. You could have let him
I
destroy the tech.
I could
Oh,
have,
for
but that would
one. Yeah.
that probably would have been even more lethal for me.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, well now as we go back to the Celestial's turn. He is going to is Devil's Advocate on the ground.
I'm on him, I believe. I crashed into him and then he was dropped. I think I'm still on him.
Okay. In that case, yeah, he's going to try and pick you up. He's going to try and grab you, just like you're an ant or like you're some little tick that's trying to bite on him. So he's going to make a grapple attack.
That's not very nice.
Don't do that. Use pincers.
It's not his day.
He misses. He just sort of slaps himself in the leg like it's a mosquito that he missed. he's going to keep moving. So okay, so he keeps moving towards the Baxter building. Well, towards the barrier. We'll put Devil's Advocate actually up there. And then we go to Devil's Advocate's turn.
Okay. I'll like extend the chain as far as I can, which is not that far, but it is what it is. And I'll start swiping all around, like trying to get as much symbiote as I can as I make a melee attack. Trying to burn it.
Yeah, actually, I made the God of War reference earlier, but you've literally got the flaming chains to climb your way up a giant.
Yeah.
Like, this is very God of War. Ooh, nice.
Oh. Still a marvel. That would be an extra 30 on top of that, so 69.
An extra 30?
30, yeah,
An
I,
extra
from being angry.
Oh, right. Nice. Add the extra 7.
And that would be me, as I'm proceeding to be an annoying little tick.
Nice. And then Trident, you are unconscious, but do you have any karma or anything that maybe you can heal?
I can, yes. I'm gonna spend. How many combat can I spend on healing per
1.
round? Very well. Then I'll spend my maximum.
You can, if you have the weird trait, I'll let you spend another one.
I do not. I'm a completely normal. I'm a completely normal blue fish.
You should have been the
Nothing
deep
weird about
instead.
Yeah, he would definitely have the weird trait.
Yeah, he's got some other kind of. What's the other one? Abrasive, definitely. So rubs people up the wrong way.
That'll be 32. Negative 32 points of health.
Okay, so another healing check with a fantastic, you'll probably be back up. But yeah,
Yeah.
for
You'll
now,
certainly be back up.
Yeah. For now, that's my turn.
then we go back to the Celestial, who is going to try and swat at Red Shot this time. He's also going to try and grab you. Damn it, the rolls. My God. Another 14. Okay. So, yeah, he's just so massive, but you guys are too quick. And then the dragons. The dragons are going to attack the 2 that are flying. So this is going to be a hit and run against Starflare and against Red Shot.
Yeah, the safest spot is on the giant celestial, not around it.
I
It's
can
like the eye of the
confirm that
storm.
it's not.
It's like the eye
I
of the
can
storm.
confirm it's. I don't think that's a safe place to be.
Okay, that's
That
fine.
hits.
Does an 18 hit you both?
Yes.
Hits me, yeah.
Oh boy.
Wow.
So yeah, these dragons are swarming all over you.
Right.
Bites and scratches and everything they've got. And then we will go to another round, but I'll be
Is it
right back.
half? Okay.
Power.
Is it half? No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. No.
Hit and run.
Okay.
They just can keep
Yeah.
moving afterwards.
Okay.
But you
yeah,
are
I'm
also you would also be bleeding on a fantastic, but you didn't get a fantastic. Don't worry.
Okay.
But yeah, sorry, I will be right back. 1 sec.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna spend a reaction to do Ellie protect.
Always do that.
Oh, I have.
Oh well, that's fine. Wait a second. I spent that.
Orbital relevant.
That's a waste. Yeah. Just spend. Why not just spend 5 more instead and just
And gain 50 or 56.
Oh, that's a good idea. They ignored and instead added to their focus.
Let's see.
Yeah, but then you have to spend the extra focus before using this ability again.
That's actually pretty fun. Because I need. So I'm not gonna do Ellie.
That's fine, man.
So I add 50 back to my.
Well, you use 15 and you add 56.
Oh well, that's fine. I'm sure I can spend that on something.
Oh, you definitely just take a bit, a few turns to get through that.
That takes me back to 82.
And you can heal up if you took the damage.
Yeah, I already done that.
That takes me back
Okay.
to
I'm back.
5. Oh,
Welcome back.
come back.
Okay, yeah. What just happened? He missed you guys, so we back to red shot.
Oh, he hit.
Didn't-
Actually,
Energy
he
absorbed it.
hits. Yeah.
oh nice.
Now, well, it seems that fucker is the most annoying thing. Let's see, how much was it? Spend it's
5 times your rank.
5 times your rank, so that's 40. That's 20. Oh well, let's just pump that entire thing into it. Is this the one with? Yes, that is the one with edge. Just against the celestial.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice.
Give me a 6. Okay, that's a 2. But I hope that hits its agility defense.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Perfect. Let's see, with 20 pumped into it, that's. I think that's 10 extra.
An extra 20 on a fantastic.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was worth it.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, that was very worth it. Okay. Damn, that was close.
Perfect.
Okay, so yeah, you are elemental blasting it as yeah, you bring it pretty low, but we'll see. Starflare, you're carrying Trident.
Yeah.
And it looks like Redshot just managed to get a good hit on this thing. Where's Starflare going to go? You said you were going to try and take Trident somewhere.
Yeah, I was gonna try and get him like back inside the bubble. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. He needs medical help because he hasn't woken up yet. So it's sounding pretty serious. Does he look like damaged? Like, is it like visible?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Already
okay.
half melted.
Okay,
point.
yeah, then yeah, seeing that then he's going to the Baxter building.
Okay, we will say then actually, because you are leaving combat, you can give me an agility check to try and escape the dragons and just get back to the Baxter building.
17.
Okay, that is not going to be enough. So you will
Ugh.
get halfway between the barrier and the celestial. Oops. No, 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 don't do that. Okay. Hold on. Okay, so you are there. You're kind of flying over the playfield there, and
Mm-hmm.
the dragons are chasing after you.
Nice. That's me.
Then the celestial is going to. Yeah, his melee is not working out very well for him, which is good for you guys because he has a times 14 to melee.
God damn.
That's okay. I can survive that.
Well, let's see. He'll try it one more time. Why not? He's going to go for a smash because you just did some major damage to him there. So he's going to go for red shot. And he's going to pump another 30 points of focus into this.
Oh, so he's 6. Okay. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's
Man.
there's nothing I can do because even if I gave him that, that would still make it a hit.
Okay, and then it's plus 20 on that. Oh no, sorry, plus 15.
Plus 15.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me just calculate this. Let me just. No, wait. Let me just.
It's a huge number. Why does it feel so low?
First of all, that. But let me apply that and then I can calculate around the other. I'm still up. Yay!
Okay, so yeah, he swats at you and kind of he's trying to grab you, but he more just bats you through the air. And then we go to Devil's Advocate.
Yeah,
Oh, and he's still moving as
yeah.
well. I will say he's continuing to move, like he's basically getting to the barrier as fast as the others are.
I'm continuously smacking. My best move, arguably. Well, unarguably, actually.
The one where you pump like 60 extra damage into it.
No, I saw the Barval.
Silver Edge. Oh,
16 against his melee.
yeah, that just hits.
Oh. So when 77 damage for this attack.
Okay, so all right. It's going to mark him. He's not dead. I will assure you of that. I think it says he is, but he's definitely not.
I don't think we can
But you
see his
brought-
HP at all, so it doesn't say anything.
I can't.
that I may have hidden it because I knew it was going to do that. But anyway, what do you do here as with this attack? As you're going to be able to hold the entire celestial back in this moment, you aren't able to kill it because this is essentially a rank X creature, but you are able to stop it in its tracks right now. What are you going to do?
Hmm.
Are you chaining the whole thing up?
I was going to like, I'm going to jump from it and like throw the chain so it wraps against at least part of his arm and just drag him down with me. So he like kneels for a moment. It might be a bit too much.
No,
Cast him
this
into
is
hell.
this is the
Yeah,
moment.
no.
Have your you can
Yeah.
do the craziest shit you can imagine right now. You are
Take him to
temporarily
hell.
stopping the celestial. So yeah, whatever
Like he
it looks
punches
like.
the ground next to me as I drag his arm, but he just like kneels right now as he stops
Okay,
in
so
place.
yeah, you spin this thing around so it's now its back is kind of to the bubble, and its hands are just completely chained to the ground, like to these portals to hell that you've opened in Central Park, as you're kind of holding onto the chains as well, and just well keeping an entire celestial bound by your chains, as it is still burning with holes from the light blasts that it's taken. But for now, the symbiote, the celestial has been stopped temporarily, at least long enough for Starflare and Trident to get back behind the barrier. But you are very quickly realizing this thing may be more powerful than you were expecting, and there is also the opportunity to take a sample of this symbiote if you wanted.
Devil's Advocate doesn't give a shit right now because he's just
Fair enough.
angry. The others, by all means.
It would be a good idea.
Okay, so then we will continue on to Trident as he is unconscious. You can continue trying to heal if you want, as you're flying away from all these purple flames that are now wrapping around the celestial and keeping it bound.
Okay.
That was a mistake.
Why?
I made it non-combat.
Ah, okay, well, it's just 5 times your rank.
Plus 4.
Oh, so that's 20. So that's 24.
Almost there.
$24?
Yeah? If your rank is 4. Oh, wait, your rank is. Yeah, 4 times 5 plus 4, yeah. 24.
And is there
Oh,
anything we're seeing from Trident as you're kind of being carried along, drifting in and out of consciousness? Like,
You're
what's
not.
going through his head as after he got blasted like that?
Well, it wasn't the worst idea, but and then it kind of just settles into like nice dreams where he's with his family and hanging out. Even his friends are there, despite the fact that they're underwater, and they're having and where he's just enjoying themselves.
In this sort of dreamscape that as you're kind of seeing your family and everyone like hanging out there is a knock at the door, and your mother goes to open the door, as on the other side of this door you see a shadowy figure also holding a trident, and you immediately recognize it as an Atlantean king. And you hear your mother speaking to him, just saying, "No, where's my boy?" As Namor steps into the room, and you're not sure if you're dreaming or if this is some kind of a vision or something, but you get this deep sense of fear that Namor has found your people. But you're unconscious, so who knows what's going through your head.
Yeah, thanks. That was terrifying.
The dragons are still on your tail. The Celestial can't do anything on this turn, but the dragons are going to make one more attack against, well, all 3 of the conscious players. They're going to make one more attack.
Okay.
Wow.
That's
yeah,
fine.
spending karma.
It will still be a 20 to hit you.
Yeah, it would still be the Marvel though.
Thankfully
Wow,
for
okay.
me, still kicking.
Oh no, I can't
I
use
haven't used
energy
it.
Yeah, I
you guys
used
can't.
mine. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm still, let me see, 20 away.
Ooh, boy.
Red shot, you might need to catch 2 of them. Actually, all of you might, and I might need to catch all of you.
I don't know how this is. Okay, so 112 minus 30.
Wait a second.
Let me see.
Let me just
Wait,
apply
minus
that.
30, why?
If using
uh,
the reaction to,
Yeah, elemental protection.
yeah,
Yeah.
it will be exactly
Yeah.
82.
It would still be. Let's see, that would still be enough.
Do you have any damage reduction stuff there?
Oh yeah, and I do have damage reduction.
Then you are just barely up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
Let's
Alright,
just spend
so-
that. It wouldn't do much, but still.
Did you remember to heal Red Shot? Don't you have like a?
Yeah,
Big
but
factor?
that would first be on my turn.
Were you full health right now?
No. No, I was not full
Okay,
health.
oh,
I was at 86 at that point.
So what the hell happened to Starflake? Can you guys still see him?
Oh,
Oh,
Starflake-
20 minus 27. That's
Yeah.
why he's under the map.
Oh no.
He used the scaling thing. The what's called
Yeah.
I know. I have tried that.
He
But
went underground.
well,
That's, not gonna
this is interesting. Because what
Yeah.
happens? I just read it, and well, you just see like Richard just falling apart. Read this line with the like when they lose all their HP, which is well. I would think minus would count as that.
yeah.
Is there a way to get my? Oh no, there I am.
Yeah. Down here. Well, maybe you can
Just-
spend your last karma point to heal before crashing into
Yeah.
the ground.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think that's elemental form is if you instead of getting killed. So it's your minus. You're just unconscious. You aren't completely destroyed yet, Red Shot. 'Cause your healing factor could just bring you up.
Yeah, my healing factor would bring me to basically next turn I would be at 4 HP.
Except that if you just got taken down by one of the dragons, you are unconscious, which means that a symbiote can attempt to bond with you. You guys see as you're flying away, one of the dragons clips Starflare, badly hurting him, but it looks like he's probably still going to get through the barrier. And Red Shot, as he has been holding them off, he did the main portion of damage to bring down the Celestial, and just the jaws of a dragon just clamp down around him. And Red Shot, I'm going to need you to make an ego check to try and resist the symbiote long enough to avoid it bonding with you and adding you to Null's army.
You said an ego chick.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. I've been waiting for so long for that. Look at that.
Oh, one of the
Oh.
dice knocked the red one to a marble on my screen.
I think that's enough.
Okay, yeah, with that is fantastic. So you are able to you will be unconscious at the end of this, but how do you leave the dragon? Like you get eaten by a dragon and you are going to be able to you kind of use that elemental form to break yourself out before we go to your turn, in which you'd be unconscious. So unless you're using karma or something, but just describe to me how you kind of escape getting absorbed.
Well, as it just bites into me, I just like almost like falls apart since I'm pure energy. And just like, wait a second, that would mean Oh my god. That means I basically leaves the way. I leave through the back door. That's the only way I can imagine it.
Yeah. The symbiote farts red light, and that reforms itself into red shot as he plummets from the sky. You are now falling towards some buildings, and it's like your body is trying to reconstitute itself. On your turn, you now still have your standard action to try and heal. You might be able to catch yourself if you've got something to do that with.
Let me think. Let's see. Resilience is the healing thing with karma.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
perfect. I have that karma.
Last point of karma. Let's go.
Yeah, last point of karma. On
Oh, that's what we like to
Pretty
see.
good, pretty good.
collated, it's enough. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, definitely.
Yes. Nice. So yeah, that you would come back enough. You've still got your movement action. As you're falling towards the city below, and you're pretty sure you just got eaten and digested by a dragon. What do you do?
What I do? Fly towards the celestial and try to harvest some of its symbiote.
Okay. Yeah, we'll say you are able to do that with the rest of your movement, and you manage to get a piece of the symbiote, but the dragons are still swarming. So we'll continue this round. On the next round, you may be able to get back to the barrier. But then, oh, sorry, Starflare, you are badly hurt, and you see the barrier up ahead.
Let's go. Yeah, we're moving to the Baxter Building.
Okay, as you break through the barrier, you are out of combat, so you can keep flying, but your allies are still left behind. The Celestial is still chained to the ground.
Nice.
But then, we'll rejoin you in a second as you guys fly back to the Baxter Building, because we'll end the session there. But the Celestial is like down, can't quite fight against these chains. So we go back to Devil's Advocate. Is there anything you're doing to try and stop the Celestial for good, or just keep it down here? What are you doing?
Well, beating it does not work.
You could potentially be doing more damage to it so it can't heal. Like it can't
I
stand
didn't know
back
it.
up.
I didn't even know it heals. Uh, maybe I can
I'm just saying, the more damage you deal to it, the longer it's going to take to stand back up.
make sense. I was going to go for a penance there against it, as it's now a bit closer to me.
That could work.
Yeah, let's give it a shot.
In before it just beams him to death.
No, it's going to be a beam battle. It's fine. Hellfire against whatever it shoots.
Yeah, you still. Yeah, actually, as you.
Oh my god, that's atrocious.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. So yeah, you aren't. It's like your power isn't enough to overcome the Celestial, but you do see into its eyes, and it's like when you usually see someone's sins and things like that, you have a different connection to something cosmic, something out there that is you see from its perspective that it is flying towards the Earth, that is completely covered in symbiotes at this point, just this black sphere hanging in space, and you see that you yourself are some kind of light, like you are just this celestial orb of light that is rocketing towards Earth like a meteor, and you actually feel yourself impact the wall of symbiotes, and you are unable to break through it. You just smash into the symbiotes, and it's just as the Devil's Advocate's power is like trying to override this celestial to no avail. This light is trying to break through the barrier and is also not able to in this moment. But
Okay.
what this light is, you're not sure. It's like it is just something powerful, and yeah, it seems like celestial energy of some kind.
Got it. I know what to do in next round then. Next time.
Okay, then we'll go to Trident. As you are, yeah, you're also flying towards the building. You can. Oh, you're out of karma. Okay. So we will go to the dragons again, who are going to get one more attempt to take down Red Shot and Devil's Advocate. Last one here. And actually, we're going to make it a spider strike this time, because if they get you down, they're going to web you up.
Oh, thank fuck.
Okay,
Oh, wait, they have
that's.
a Marvel. Advantage.
Wow.
Well, that's a hit.
There's no way I can miss that.
Or you can shield yourself, Red Shot.
Yes, that's perfect. Let me see. And with that.
And now also wait, I can't. Never mind. Yeah, I'm taking the damage. I don't think I can. Yeah, no elemental protection for this guy. It's concentration.
Perfect. And like, this is good. This is, man, like, so glad for that healing factor.
So just remember, if you are angry, you can't concentrate on things. So
Yeah, no. I couldn't use elemental protection here, so I took the damage fully.
yeah, I meant more for Hellfire Chains.
I didn't concentrate. It's just a normal attack. Change their concentration? Or just melee
Yeah,
attack,
to
I guess?
grab something with the chain.
Oh,
I mean,
I
it's fine
just
for now. It's
thematically grabbed them. Not
yeah. Thematically, also, yeah, that makes sense. But I'm just pointing that out there.
Yeah.
So yeah, the dragons manage to they're kind of swarming onto Devil's Advocate as he's holding the Celestial down here, and one of them manages to clip Red Shot, but Red Shot, you may have just enough time to get out of there. Or are you going to do something to save Devil's Advocate?
Save?
Let's see.
Well, there's not much you can do from where you are, but
Let's
yeah,
see.
maybe I spoke too soon.
Let me just see. Calculating like range. Didn't let myself fall. I think I can get within the range. No.
You could get to Devil's Advocate if that's. You could either get to Devil's Advocate or to the barrier. That's kind of the choice that you're faced with at the moment.
Let's see.
Or to the car that's still sort of sticking out of the side of the Celestial.
Let's
It is
see.
powered off, I'm afraid. You cannot fly it. I didn't grab the keys.
There's no keys.
It does not matter. Like, I just need to be. Oh, because I get to. I need to. I need to be the hero. Just getting to him enough to basically give him group fright. That's.
Okay, nice. So yeah, you sort of send out one of those red whips out to help Devil's Advocate, and you guys are connected here as yeah, I mean, I want to bring the session to a close, but I also want to figure out if they move or escape. So we're just going to go straight back to Devil's Advocate. Are you doing anything now that you have group flight? Are the two of you going to try and escape, or have you got another plan? Because if you want to try and just keep this thing down, and you're like holding it here until someone can do something, it yeah, the chances of you actually ending the Celestial for good are rare. I mean, are slim unless you try something crazy.
I was thinking of trying to reach out to whoever I saw there, but it's not exactly here. Yeah.
Yeah, it may be worth telling someone about that. You've got a lot of allies back at the Baxter building that may know more.
I'll just yell at the cops and to Red Show that I'll hold it as much as I can. But I think there is another spirit of vengeance, unless I misunderstood you, DM. There's another spirit of vengeance coming, and I need to help it get here. And I think I can do it with through the Celestial.
What are you
And
suggesting?
I'll go for another Bannister. I think can't roll any worse than probably can't roll any worse than previously. And I have a plan out in case I'm dead, almost dead at least.
Yeah.
Here comes 111.
16 Marvel
Wow.
Against his ego.
against
That
his
just
ego.
hits.
Let's go.
Just hits.
I don't think it will paralyze him, or maybe I will. I don't know how it works, but 82 is focused and it is paralyzed. Yeah, not petrified. Paralyzed. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it is not enough to demoralize or shatter him just yet, but
Yeah.
as you do that again, you will see that force again, and you will hear a voice as you see something else now as you're kind of this ball of fire is like trying to break through the barrier. You hear a voice saying, "I'm here. I see the light. It cannot break through. It cannot pass the barrier, but I can." And you turn around to see the Silver Surfer, who has just arrived as well, and you begin as that light. You begin to bond with the Silver Surfer, almost like you were a symbiote, but the symbiote of light, as the symbiote bonds with well, not the symbiote, but this light bonds with the Silver Surfer, and he starts to burn his way through the barrier. But you are like weakening it enough through the hive mind that this connection is becoming stronger. And as this happens, as we kind of close out tonight's session, you help them to rip open that barrier, and you see all of you just see the symbiote. I mean, why do I keep saying symbiote? You keep seeing the Silver Surfer flying in towards Null, and I will send some more comic panels, but you see him fly down to Null and turn his board into a giant like great sword as he and Null begin to face off. And next week, as the rest of like the Avengers, the Fantastic Four, everyone back at the Baxter building where Trident and Starflare have just gotten back to, you see that they are trying to figure out what they're going to do about Eddie, but everyone has got several different plans ready to go to try and uh, defeat Null, and it seems like the best bet right now might be Dylan. But send those panels in the chat, and we will see what happens with that next week. There's so much going on. I want to just keep going, but we will save the rest for next time. Do we see any final moments from you guys that you want to kind of close the session out with?
None from me.
Yeah, like I'm like holding him a Celeste as much as I can, and as he looks down at me, there's just fire hitting his face from my face. It's like it's still going. That's
Yeah,
how
you see it's starting to burn away the symbiote around the Celestial's head as you're kind of overriding it.
Well, impressive. Seems it was the right decision.
Oh, did we get any development points?
No.
Yes.
you just what were you doing at me as the session ends?
Huh?
Not points wise.
Huh?
The ending
Did we?
scene. What do we see?
Oh,
Yeah, what do we
I
see from
think
you as you arrive back at the Baxter building with the unconscious Trident?
I think just rushing to get him another bed. Just hit. You could see him radioing like, just get another bed ready. He took a shot to the everywhere. Point blank celestial energy shot. So okay, doesn't want to let me back. Shame.
It's your turn, that's why.
Yeah.
It's fine, you were there.
Yeah, we'll do the rest of that next week. But then I think that is where we will end tonight's session, as some people are getting medical treatment. Red
Mhm.
Shot and Devil's Advocate keeping the Celestial bound, and the Silver Surfer now here to help out until you guys can finish a way or find a way to actually finish this.
Thanks for the game.
Yeah, thank you guys. I'm I'm still trying to send these comic panels, but none of you are actually standing close enough to see what's happening. So